Yeah.
We're here.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the secret, most no one talks about show on the internet. It's like Fight Club, except for, well, yeah, I guess a small, tiny group of people do show up for this.
But please talk about it.
don't.
Don't keep it silent.
I'm just making a joke. You're interrupting my joke.
on.
But yes,
Sorry.
we have arrived here live. We are in the studio/man cave over here. Me and Rabbit are. But you're nerding out with Rickshaw, and I'm Michael. Messed that one up. And you're also nerding out with.
What's up, guys? I'm Fuzz. I didn't know if we were saying our real names or not today, because you did.
What's up, nerds? I'm Tim.
Oh, I still got Tim's name up. I'm sorry.
Toby, you were off work
I was
today.
off. I was
Here
off.
we go.
Oh no, JK, it's Rabbit. What's
Oh
up?
man, I flubbed. I'm the producer. I'm the terrible producer that can't get shit right. Toby.
Let's just call it. Let's just end it.
It's
right
done.
Here. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
I mean, we don't have to call it if we just like take breaks from the show whenever we want. You know what I mean?
True. Very true.
Everybody's gonna be like, "Man, I heard that." You know what? That's fucking a cash grab. You know, whenever you're like, whenever anybody's like, "We're fucking ending it." Oh, let's end it. Oh, this is our breakup. We're breaking up, guys. And then they're like, "Who all wants to watch the last show? Who all wants to watch the last two shows? Who wants to watch the
Okay,
last?"
we're just getting together to play some festivals. We're just gonna
Yeah.
do some festivals.
Yeah,
We're doing one more tour. Promise.
Okay. We're releasing new music, and then we're
right.
going on tour. So we're not done yet.
So if you could just tell everyone about our last couple shows, then maybe we won't break up.
If it's a
You
good
know, like,
turnout.
free
it's a
my
good turnout.
Thursdays out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite though is when they go like the Goodbye Tour Part 3, and you're
Right.
like, "What? Hey, what are we doing?"
It's like those furniture stores that are perpetually going out of business. Like,
Yeah,
Oh yeah, mattress
yeah.
stores.
Everything must
furniture
go.
Stores, every
Yeah.
day, everything's gotta go. They're always full, man.
that sign's been up for 2 years, dog.
it's like what on the Zohan where he's like, "Going out of business. It's our business motto." Yeah.
Too bad that movie sucked.
Whoa, dude! I wouldn't give it a full-blown suck
Oh, dude, it's so
because
bad.
it was worth a
That
watch.
movie sucks you. You know.
It was worth it. To me, it was like, look, it's like this. Like you go to a random party some night, and I'm just speaking about my past, a long time ago. You see someone there you might like, you get a blowjob that night. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good blowjob, but it was worth sitting through
All
it.
blowjobs are good blowjobs.
So, dude,
It's worth the sitting through it, and it has its moments. Yeah, every now and then, you're like, oh, and then you have like some nuts or something. Yeah, keep going.
Why you getting a blowjob and got nuts in your mouth, dog? What are you talking
Oh
about?
damn, dude, that's gross.
Which parties
dude.
were
Where
you at? Because I was at the same ones as you, and I don't recall that at all.
Yeah, dude, I saw you in the closet, bro.
Those were my nuts. Those were my nuts.
But yeah, guys, we are here. We're straight. We're gonna talk about the Wild West of the MC or the non-MCU, the Wild West of Marvel movies. This was there. Some of y'all don't remember it, but there was a time before Disney bought Marvel, and Marvel started writing all of their own movies and doing all of their own movies. So there was a time when Marvel went bankrupt as a comic book company, and they sold all of their rights to some of their most popular characters to random movie companies. So Fox bought X-Men, Fantastic Four, Daredevil, and like there's a couple other ones that are kind of like niche characters that kind of just like get clumped in with all that. Spider-Man got sold to Sony, and then I think Blade was New Line Cinema
I believe so.
for a minute, but then it eventually became Fox. It's very convoluted. What else do we have?
Blade, Punisher, the Daredevil movies.
Yeah, Daredevil was Fox. technically,
Okay.
I think.
Ghost Rider.
But I don't know what Ghost Rider was. I can't remember what Ghost Rider was.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think they also, kind of just subleased characters to just random companies that wanted to do a film. You know what I mean? So,
Well, yeah,
it was
when you're broke and you're you're about to go bankrupt, you're like, hey, you want these characters?
yeah. Well, and the thing about it too is like some of them were stinkers and like a few of them were bangers, and we're here to talk about which ones are the bangers and which ones are the stinkers today. Do you guys want to do a movie or do you guys want to do music news first and then get to that?
We had music news. Do we have any?
We do have a couple of things that we could talk about first, and then we could, the MC or the non-MCU thing, the Marvel movies thing.
Pre-MCU.
That could be
Pre-MCU.
our headliner for today. You know what
I
I
like
mean?
it.
Yeah. So, Toby, what are some of the music news? you got going?
Okay, well, we should talk about the Puddle of Mudd vocalist. Had a standoff, and guess what? He ended up going to jail.
He didn't like the way the cop looks at him.
So from what
Does he like the way? Does he like the way he
His
slaps?
ass.
Like the way you slap my ass, dude. I was
dude,
honestly
I think
sorry.
The cops didn't like the dirty things he did.
Oh, dude! I thought it was because his vision was so blurry.
Oh.
Damn. You know what? Before we even get into this, I thought it was so funny that the other day, I work with a couple of people that are like younger, like kind of Gen Z people, but like that there was a Puddle of Mudd song playing, and I was like, what my favorite part of this song is? When he goes, I like the way you slap my ass, and my friend Duncan was like, 100% they don't say that shit in this song. And I was like, 100% they do say this song.
He
does.
And he's like
does.
dude, we're like a minute into this song. How is that even gonna like play into the lyrics? And I was like, you just wait, sir. And then before you know it, by the end of the day, he was like, I like the way you slap my ass. Hell yeah, dude.
The first Puddle of Mudd record was a fucking banger, dude.
It
Like,
was,
really was.
unfortunately. It was really good.
It was a banger, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
honestly, the only song I got tired of though was fucking She fucking
hates
hates me.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
It was just too on the nose. You know what I mean? Like
The video was
you're just gonna
fun.
rip off Nirvana to get fucking.
It was like
like
yeah. I don't know.
Let's talk about this standoff here. I'm very curious about this standoff.
we're already having a standoff with
Ooh.
the band itself as a band.
Ooh.
So apparently, he had a warrant out for his arrest, and he ended up barricading himself into his car and refused to leave. And he just had a long ass standoff with him. I want to see footage of this. I want to see how he barricaded himself into this car. But
Maybe he was surrounded by a puddle of mud.
That's it. That's it. But they thought he had a
Got
weapon.
him.
So it was it was a previous charge. I'm getting it confused with the other case we'll talk about in just a second. So he refused to exit the vehicle and eventually was forced to use pepper spray to encourage him to surrender.
To encourage him.
Wow.
That's why it was so blurry.
Yeah.
It was the pepper spray. It was the pepper spray, dude. That's why it
He
was
was
so
like-
blurry.
He was like, me fucking hates that. La 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 la.
He had an outstanding warrant, refused to exit the car, barricaded himself in the car, SWAT call out. The arrest log stated. I'm trying to see. I read it earlier, but like I said, I'm getting it confused because there was 2 different arrests this week. But he was booked at the Burbank jail for his outstanding warrants and also for resisting arrest. The singer was cited and released with a court date of August 20th. They've been having some drama here lately. Do you know about all the other drama?
Tell us about it.
So there was something, and this may have been like older drama, but there was a show that they were supposed to play, and they just were like, nope. He basically was like, no, I'm not playing that show, and like said that it was a mistake and that he didn't agree to it, and that was his agent booked it and stuff, and he ended up firing everyone. There was something else about him firing the majority of the band or something, and he's got a whole new band now or something. I mean,
yeah, I did see something about
they're
that.
they're not someone I keep up with, but yeah. So the warrant was in 2017. He attempted to board a flight from California to Texas with a BB gun.
Wow, dude.
A BB gun? Who the
Dude,
fuck?
you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of like a fucking Kid Rock that just hasn't evolved into a Kid Rock yet. You know what I mean? Like,
You know, how could he be a trashier version of Kid Rock and not even be near as big as Kid Rock? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's trashier, but nobody knows who he is. You know?
they're like, sir, you're gonna have to get off the plane, and he's like, you don't want to see me at my final form.
It's Kid Rock. He's a fucking
Not gonna
Pokemon.
like the way you smack.
I don't
my
think
ass. You're
I
not
don't think
gonna
he's
like
trashy
it.
enough. I think that's the problem.
yeah. You wait
don't
till
know.
I grow facial hair. I'm gonna turn to Kid Rock.
What was that Nirvana song they covered
Oh.
at Sirius Radio?
Did they do
Oh
Heart
my
Shaped
God.
Box?
One of the
That's
No.
the
worst.
worst covers I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god!
What
And like
was-
even
what
the
song was
band was just like, "Oh the fuck! What are you doing? Why are we doing this?"
You know what? I saw an interview where he said, "Yeah, well, I guess I should have warmed up on that." So we were like, "Yeah, you're a fucking professional."
I guess I should have practiced.
Yeah, dude.
Oh no!
Oh, here we go.
Oh no, dude!
Oh, is this the one? Is this the one where it
This
slows
is
down?
it.
Is this the one where it slows down, Toby?
I don't know. I
Oh, that's
Oh,
my
come on.
favorite.
Oh, fucking loading.
fucking internet.
Yeah,
Damn, dude.
You gotta fucking redial that
Oh,
shit,
an
bro.
old school.
Fucking
Half the
rocking
people on here
Windows
don't
98
even know
right
what that
now.
is.
Come
we
on
spent
now.
most of the budget today on some Baja Blast Mountain Dews. So
Hell yeah, brother.
Please send more AOL CD
Yeah,
cards.
minutes. I need more minutes.
Oh, this hurts me so much. Okay.
Oh, puddle of
Yeah, we
shit.
don't need to do more of that.
yeah,
Oh,
Puddle will blow my brains out.
yeah, dude. I wish he loves Kurt Cobain so much. He should have used that BB gun. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I'm saying.
no, dude. You know what though? He probably posted it on Facebook, and it was 1 like equals 1 talent. And you giving it to them.
Also, a BB gun? What is that, like a California assault rifle? What is that?
Right, no shit, right? Oh,
A
dude,
PP
fuck.
gun?
And you're leaving Texas with that? Like, I don't know.
You might as well have a super soaker, dog. It's like
And Soldier Boy.
Oh, it just. Oh my god, man. Just.
But yeah,
you know
dude,
who? You know who they need to tour with? Trapped. That's who they
Yes.
need to
Trap,
tour with.
hell
Oh.
yeah, dude. They get along like peas and carrots.
you drift, you die. You know what I'm saying?
Is Stain the headliner of that tour package?
No, just
Stain
just fucking Aaron Lewis, dude.
Oh
Stain's
my
not going.
God.
Dude, oh
Stain's not
man,
going
you know
out
what?
with him.
That would be
That'd
the
be like
tour
the
of
whole tour. It's like
the tour to
fucking-
end all tours.
It's like Trap, Puddle of Mud, Stain. Oh my god, dude.
Dude.
So we'd be going, right?
We
Right.
would.
That's the way everybody.
Are y'all ready to
react.
get yelled at between every song?
Doing this for you. Shut up. Stop talking.
Yeah. You're like, man, I went to that tour and I just got yelled at for like the whole tour. They didn't even play many songs. Like a total of like 6 songs played.
The rest of it was just yelling.
Dude, I saw a video of a Trapped show from just a couple days ago. There was at least 200 people there.
Ooh.
Ooh, right. Was
mean,
it a
it-
right wing get
I mean,
together?
it could have been a yeah.
It was a family reunion. They just happened to be playing there.
right. Headlining our family reunion, brother.
Hey, speaking of small shows, I sent you guys this. Edema is playing in a small town.
Denison, dude.
What the fuck is with that?
Who cares? Because we should go.
They need places to nobody wants to give them money to play a show, dude. That's what's the problem right now. You know?
No, well, because Rock and Rodeo closed down, so they can't play in Denton anymore. So they gotta go to Denison.
And it's only like $15. I was like,
dude,
what?
Funniest thing is they'll roll up in a tour bus. I got $100 that says they'll roll up in a tour. Oh yeah, I know so. Dude.
If I'm off, I'm going to it.
Dude, if Allie's not out of town, I will 100% fuck.
Hell yeah, you can ride with me.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Polarized My Films says hi, Michael, with a heart. That's my friend Marco. He actually lives in Denton, y'all.
Hey.
Y'all are in North Texas. Say what's up to Marco.
Hi, I'm in North
cool.
Texas.
Good.
Wow.
No, you're not.
Wow.
I am.
Try to search
So
it up.
Fuck you, rabbit.
So, yeah, we don't got nothing more to say about this standoff. What was?
I mean, we've already used all of our jokes. Is it really like?
You know what? Moving on. Next.
Next song.
All right. Well, next we've got the arrest of Nelly.
Oh,
Yeah, look at his face, dude.
Dude,
Nelly.
who is not a
Dude.
winner and 3 never remembers? You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Dude,
I'm saying.
I wonder if his cell is getting hot in there. You know what I mean?
Dude, the comments on this story were the best. The best, man. Everybody was just roasting him.
Damn, dude. They had to put his
The
Band-Aid.
police said, if you want to go take a ride with me.
Yeah.
And smoke a J in the back
Do you
of the
think
Benzie.
is that what the police officer said to him? If you want to go and take a ride with me?
They put his Band-Aid.
Sorry, sir. I'm going to need you to go and take a ride with me.
When they took all of his possessions off of him, they're like, and the Band-Aid too, sir. He's like,
Not the Band-Aid.
It's all I got, man. It's all I got.
Yeah.
What if it was hiding something like terrible, like a tiny face?
It's a little person, and that's
Like a tiny Nelly
it's
underneath the
little
Band-Aid.
Nelly.
tiny Nelly.
This is Lil Nelly, man.
He's
Little
been
Nelly
growing
was-
twins this whole time.
What
that
did
we knew.
Nelly do? What did he do?
So he was
besides burn the chicken on the grill or whatever that song is?
Dude, Lil Nelly, when he pulls the Band-Aid off, he does all the hype parts of his songs like, oh shit. Lil Nelly, record your parts.
That's his Joe C.
he was coming out of a casino, and he had warrants out for a different arrest, but they found 4 ecstasy pills on him, and so it was going to be a drug possession, but apparently his lawyer's saying like, no, they targeted him, and so they're going to fight it. So
They planted that shit on him, probably.
Or like, hey, remember this fucking huge artist from 10 years ago that used to be on MTV and fucking be on all the Billboard charts? We busted his ass with 4 ecstasy pills, bro.
yeah.
Got him.
Got him.
Everybody's like cheering the cops on that did it. Yeah, we got him finally. They're all like, he's going down, down, baby.
Oh shit! Nice. That was good. Street sweeper, baby. Cocked, ready to let it go.
Shimmy,
They're
shimmy,
serving him cocoa what's in there?
yeah. Shimmy, shimmy, Coco. Read your rights.
If I was the cop that was arresting him the whole time, I'd be like, dude, is it getting hot in her or what? The whole time. The whole time.
Just the same joke over and over. Be like
Over and over
when
again.
you're riding
Over
to
and
the
over
jail
again.
with him, you're like, "Is it hot in this place than this cruiser?" And then when he gets to jail, "Are you hot right now? Is it getting hot in here?"
Do you want to take off all your clothes? What about your Air Force Ones?
The officer's like, "That's the only song I know, dude. I'm sorry, I only know that one song."
It's getting hot in here, officer.
Wait, what was the country guy that they did a song together?
McGraw, wasn't it?
Tim McGraw, yeah.
What was that song?
You don't remember?
Country Grammar?
No, wasn't that the
Country
album?
Grammar.
That was the album.
Stupid.
Well done, sir.
Oh, that's
well
good,
done.
dude. Yeah, I applaud you on that one, dude.
That was the best one of all of them. So well done, sir. Well done.
Hell yeah, dude.
Points.
There you go. Yep.
Oh, fucking.
Actually, I'm not
Yo,
even mad.
Real quick.
That's
We're
amazing.
talking about these guys. Okay. So we're talking about like Nelly. Nelly grossed God knows how many millions of dollars, right?
Mm.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if he's still got any of his money, same for the Puddle of Mud guy. Don't you have people that pay these warrants and things for you? Like, don't
Right.
you have?
Yeah.
Well,
shit.
I'm just saying, and like, if you're like, if Nelly is like this bad dude that he says he is, like they all have their own fall guys, their homies that roll with them, and just, they're gonna take the fall. These are your drugs. You're gonna take this fall for me. Like, was he by himself at a casino? What the fuck?
Fuzz, that's what I was gonna say is like, you're thinking of 10 years ago Nelly, who had probably more money
True.
than he
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He's on that show with Kevin Hart. He's been on that show for a while. He's probably still making bunches of money, just not from music.
Probably just don't have an
Yeah.
assistant anymore. You're trying to cut those costs.
Yeah, but you shouldn't
I-
because you get arrested
yeah.
with dope. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like, I could handle paying all of my own warrants. Duh. They're like, get on the ground, bitch.
Oh,
And it
fuck.
seems like there's like a rash of like the people that got famous around the same time now all getting arrested and going to jail. Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake. Like what's going on? I mean, you could even argue like Puddle of Mud is kind of like the Nelly of butt rock, but they're kind
know.
of similar.
Thank
It's
you.
kind of strange how they're all
so that
getting arrested at the same time.
It's true.
Perspective.
It's perspective. Yeah, exactly.
so the warrant that they were trying to arrest him on was a failure to appear on an old traffic charge. That's
Really,
it.
dude.
Oh,
Come on,
shit.
man. Like,
We're going down.
like I don't want to sound rude, but grow up. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if he was just one of those guys that's like, fuck it, I ain't going.
So I was gonna say
It
they're
is
just like
Nelly.
us.
It
Yeah,
is.
fuck
Just
I
like
ain't going.
us.
Well, you remember that.
Oh, you want me there? Nah, I
They're like,
can't
we're
do
not
that.
going to allow you into Canada or to leave the country if you fuck this up. Ah, fuck it, I'm not going.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably some stupid parking ticket that, yeah, I'd be like, I'd fuck that shit. I'm not going either.
Right.
Yeah, that's why.
Who cares?
When you're any kind of famous, you should have someone else that pays those bills for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
You're
what. That's
like-
my whole point. Like,
Yeah.
Puddle of Mud made a lot of money. Now, I don't know what they
Did he
did
piss
with
it all away?
I don't know
Well,
what-
yeah, probably.
Did you piss it all away?
It's like, I got one, guys.
Yeah, well done. And then you throw it in my face. Dude, I love
Yeah.
that song.
I think we need to start a Puddle of Mud tribute band.
Yes, please. We'll call it Smack My Ass.
Yeah, welcome to Smack My Ass.
A puddle of crud.
Whoa.
We're Puddle of Crud.
Puddle of crud, dude.
I remember hearing a story about Puddle
Or
of Mud.
muddle of pud.
Muddle. I remember hearing a story about them. The singer like dove through mud literally to get under a fence to give their demo to Fred Durst. And
Oh.
I don't know if it has any, if it's why they're named Puddle of Mud, but he like went through a storm gutter and got to. I remember reading that story in like Pit Parader or something years and years ago.
Hell
I
yeah.
always thought it
dude.
was funny because they're called Puddle of Mud.
Do you think they had to do the Limp Bizkit thing to
Obviously.
actually
Fred is that guy. Fred is definitely that guy.
He's like, yo, check it out. we all jizzed on a cracker.
Is that how bands get their name? Did Limp Bizkit have to eat a Limp Bizkit? So,
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Grow
Yeah.
up, Rabbit.
what else?
Yeah. The band name Illuminati obviously makes you do things like that.
It's true. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I wish there was a fucking. We should start that group. If if we ever had any kind of fucking
The Illuminati?
supernatural powers, we should just show up and be like, you can't have that band name unless you go through 3 trials.
Dude, I'd watch that show. I'd watch that show.
You know what?
Can you imagine
I would
the
watch
stake?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, the stakes of losing your fucking band name if you fail. Damn, that
Ooh,
would be
that's what you do.
I'd
You
watch
do,
that show.
you do bands that already have like literal.
He's like, I'm watching that show.
Yeah, they already have the band like knocked loose. You're like, one of you's got to get fucking knocked loose, baby.
Yeah, we're knocking that name loose from your contract, dog.
Oh, oh, that would be.
Good,
I'd watch that. I'd watch
Hell
that
yeah,
show.
let's write that shit down.
Uh-oh.
TM,
There we go.
trademark.
It's just that fucking where they go through the obstacle course. That's all it is.
Right?
it's the ninja.
What was that
obstacle
show?
course.
Yeah, or no? What was that show when we were kids on Nickelodeon? The Temple Run.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fucking Legends of the
Legends of the
Hidden
Hidden
Temple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. They have to complete that to get their
Right.
name.
Yeah. And it's the big tiki guy. He's like,
Yeah.
you will lose your name if you lose.
You will no longer be called.
Yeah.
You guys know that I don't watch shows. You guys know that I don't watch
Yeah.
shows. I would watch that fucking show.
Hell yeah. This show sounds sick, dude.
Like I'm talking like Slipknot and Korn, bands that are fucking like.
The whole band has to tie a
Solidified,
Slipknot. They're all sitting there like, motherfucker.
What the?
They're like Korn wins by tying a Slipknot, and they get to keep Slipknot's name also. So it's just like every fucking flyer says both names.
Oh, that's
Yeah, they
amazing.
make so much money.
Yeah, done.
We're on to something, boys.
We're
That's all I'm
close.
fucking saying.
We are close to something right here.
Yeah, there's something in there.
Yeah, dude. Sounds good. Call my fucking lawyer.
Get him on the phone.
But yeah, I mean, what I forgot what we were even talking about. What subject are we even on?
Nelly.
Oh,
Nelly
Nelly
going to
still.
jail.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I feel bad for Nelly, but I think he'll be all right. Even though he lost his mansion a couple times or whatever, he's probably still got some good money coming in.
Yeah.
He's cocked and ready to let it go for sure.
That show with Kevin Hart is pretty funny. I don't know if y'all ever watched it. The Real
No,
Husbands,
I
the
hate-
Real
I
Husbands
hate-
of Hollywood.
I hate
Is he
Kevin
less?
Hart.
Is Nelly less ghetto now when he talks and stuff, or is he still the same amount of ghetto?
What
He's like-
rabbit?
I'm not answering that question.
You don't like Kevin Hart? He's one of the funniest dudes on the
No,
planet.
Nelly.
Dude, I hate.
No,
No, I
Chris
said I don't.
doesn't like Kevin Hart.
I don't
Oh.
like Kevin Hart. There was one
What do you
part of.
What do you got against
one-
funny people, dude?
He doesn't.
Not-
he doesn't like
It's not
when.
funny, people.
I think
He
that
was
Buzz.
dude.
Buzz-
He
Buzz doesn't
was
like-
stop.
Kevin
He-
Hart is one of the funniest
No.
dudes on the planet.
If people
Kevin
Absolutely.
Hart,
do mainstream
he's a plant.
things, Buzz
He's
doesn't
an
like it.
industry plant. He's an industry plant. Dude got famous
Wait, that's
for
a lie.
nothing.
That's a lie because he never grew.
Oh.
They forgot to water that plant, dog.
Yo, my favorite Kevin Hart role is from 40-Year-Old Virgin. That is my favorite
Oh,
Kevin
yeah.
Hart role.
And he's
Dude,
like,
it was
get out the room.
But that's
No,
Kevin
no.
Hart. That's what I'm saying. Everything
No,
he does
no,
is
that was
no.
so-
It's when he's like, first off, you're gonna have to stop using big words.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
it
that
as
as
that as an
insult.
insult.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take that as disrespect.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Yeah.
had no idea who Kevin Hart was when I first saw
Yeah.
that and was like, that's the best part of the whole fucking movie. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
that's everything he
It
does,
honestly is,
and
yeah.
that's why he's hilarious.
Dude, you didn't
Yeah,
watch the
no.
roast of Tom Brady? He was hilarious.
so good,
on that
dude.
shit.
So good.
See, I watched fucking Tony what's his name's part of that roast. That was the only part
Tony
that I
Watch the whole
loved 'cause
thing.
I just don't care.
Dude, Kevin Hart was saying fucked up shit, and he's like, and he would be like, I don't care. I don't fucking care. You told me you wanted me to be here. I'm saying fucked up shit.
Every
man.
once in a while, he's like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, Tom."
Yeah, every once in a while he'd be like, fuck you, Tom, you bitch.
He makes
He'd be like,
fun
"I'm
of.
not-" Yeah.
Dude, it's good. No, Kevin Hart is funny. I was just being a troll. I like Kevin Hart, but like his like in Central Intelligence with him and The Rock. That movie was legit fucking good. I love that movie so much.
Almost anytime him and The Rock get together, like it almost really doesn't matter the movie just because of their chemistry and how much they just they improvise with each other and just make fun of each other. They're usually pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
They're like fucking Colossus and Wolverine hanging out. You know what I mean? Like, except for, like, he could pick up little Kevin Hart and throw him like a fastball special, dude.
Dude, that's who should play the next Wolverine. It's Kevin Hart.
Yo,
My
Kevin
vote.
Hart-
He's the right
Kevin
height.
Hart
He's
plays
the right
the next
height.
Wolverine.
Could you imagine him?
No, I can't.
He's got my vote.
The cigar man.
I loved the two ride along that he did with Ice Cube. Those were
Hell
great
yeah,
fucking
dude.
Yeah, those are
movies too,
good.
dude.
That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm saying. Everything you do.
Oh yeah. So okay, so we got some more things in the chat. Dustin Curtis is here. He said that I'm all over the place now. You must just be a friend of mine on Facebook and read everything I post. Anyways, Alan Castillo is in here. What's up, Alan? I haven't talked to you in a while. He says probably won't be able to carry his own carry Borderlands though. So Kevin Hart is
I've
in
heard
the
that.
Borderlands movie, and yeah, and
That game was
everything.
terrible.
Well, there's a lot of people that like the game. I'm not
I
a
know.
huge
I'm just
fan.
kidding. I've never
But,
played it.
yeah, but the movie apparently right now, like everyone's just like, ugh, bad casting. Ugh, this movie's awful. Ugh, people are walking out and like, and like if you look at that cast, it's crazy because the cast is actually
That's
really
just stacked.
stacked,
Oh, it
and
really is, yeah.
everybody's hating it. Like it has a 0% audience score right now.
Hey, what?
Yeah,
Has that
Yeah.
ever happened? Before?
yeah, I don't know.
Yikes.
Yeah, it is very.
It can't be that bad. There's no way.
Well, you have to think though, if you're a video game fan who fucking played all the Borderlands games and that's your audience that you're pointing your movie at, and they all think it's bad casting and like it's an awful, adaptation and like all
That's
this
fair.
stuff.
I've
So
played.
I saw a comment that said it was visual garbage. Like so they were saying like even the cinematography was like super bad.
I don't know. From the trailer, it looked pretty badass, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I've played the
trailer.
first game.
Tell you a fucked up story.
I've played like
You
half
need to
of the
see the
first game
cinematography in the
6
trailer.
times, and because
Yeah.
every time I try to start it with someone, because I want someone to play it with me, because you can play multiplayer, and we never go back and finish it. So I've started it like 6 times and never finished it. So that's my Borderlands experience.
Well, I
Don't play
remember
video games.
me neither.
I don't play games. Shit.
I flunked recess because I don't play games.
Well, yeah, I don't really care that much about Borderlands either way. I was like gonna elaborate, but we should probably just move on anyways. Let's talk. We're rolling through them. We're doing a good job. Today's real fun.
Oh yeah.
You guys having fun?
Oh yeah.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
really know.
Fuck off, bud.
What do you want to talk about? Ed?
What's up, dude?
I said, what do
What
you
rap-
want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
No comment.
Nothing. Nothing good
I know
happened.
what I know what he
you?
wants to
No.
talk about. I know what he wants to talk about. He wants to talk about some Jack Black news.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
dude. Yeah, we
The
didn't.
D
I
is
actually,
back.
I actually sent this to the group.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm the one
Yeah.
who sent this to you guys.
I know. I know.
Because I was
That's what I was
disappointed.
thinking
I was hoping they were canceled. God, I was hoping they were
Last
done.
week, Kyle quit the
Yeah.
band,
Yeah.
and now we're back together.
Yeah.
So are they back? Like what's
No, they're not back.
No,
I
they
think
just-
he's just saying they're not done.
You're right.
Yeah.
He's pretty much just like took KG in a room and was like, "God damn it, Kyle." He's like, "Never talk about the president. Never talk about the president. We'll be back next year. Whatever."
So here's one of the quotes. I was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. After much reflection, I no longer feel it appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I'm grateful for the fans for their support and understanding. And then Kyle responded with, the line I improvised on stage Sunday night in Sydney was highly inappropriate, dangerous, and a terrible mistake. I don't condone violence of any kind in any form against anyone. What happened was a tragedy, and I'm incredibly sorry for the severe lack of judgment. I profoundly apologize to those I've let down and truly regret the pain I've caused. So those were the statements after his after the what did he say? He said wish better aim. I wish for better. The guy had better aim or something along those lines.
He said, "Don't miss."
I think he just
Don't
said
miss.
don't miss.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
he's not getting that Saving Silverman money anymore. So like, he's got to watch what he's doing and what
He's gonna have to go back to doing magic tricks.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess Jack Black is also in that Borderlands movie. And, he said on Tuesday night, saying we need to take a break. Everybody needs a break sometimes, and we'll be back. So it was kind of vague, very,
It'd be funny if Kyle wasn't in it.
someone else.
Yeah, it's just somebody completely different. That'd be hilarious.
So he said, "Yeah, we're friends. That hasn't
It's
changed."
his twin brother Carl.
He's got a fake
Carl
mustache.
Mustache.
Carl Gas.
Carl
Carl Gas.
He says, "Yeah, we're friends.
just Carl.
That hasn't changed. These things take time sometimes, and we'll be back when it feels right."
It's just that he didn't want to miss out on that Hollywood money, dude. So he had to strike when the striking was good because he knew he had Kung Fu Panda, Borderlands, all that shit coming out. He knew what he was doing.
You know what? KG probably appreciates it too because he's probably paying the bill at the taco place every Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
True.
"Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Jack." And then he's like, "God damn it, Carl. God damn it." And he's like,
Oh fuck, dude.
"Sorry, Jack." He's like, "Well, you're out of the band for a year. Then we'll talk about it."
Yeah, that's all. We all knew this is how it was going to be. It was going to wait until this died down and it wasn't a story anymore. Someone else fucks up like Nelly or Puddle of Mud, and you get down the road a couple months and you're good.
There'll be another news story
It's been
next
like
week.
3 weeks.
I mean,
Everybody forgets about it.
Trump's a little less popular in the polls now that Biden dropped out, so it's probably safe to come out.
He don't-
as Tenacious D.
Nobody cares.
They're like, actually, we are going to finish the tour now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as probably Kamala wins the presidency, then they're going to be like, "We're back."
Yeah, you're right. After the election, I
Got you.
I bet
Got you
money
guys.
after the election they come back and do something.
Yeah, probably. They're playing like the show. They're playing the show at whoever wins the election.
Right.
We're back. Give it up for KG. Give it up for me.
Oh God, I hope not.
That's
How
good.
can
Shut
how
up.
can you make a president? How can you make a presidential party like more shitty? Just let Tenacious D play. That's how you do it.
Got him.
You're just confusing me
Got him.
now. I'm like confused on how to feel on that statement. I'm like, is he right? Is he wrong?
Both suck. That's where I'm at. So,
But yeah,
Oh yeah.
God bless Tenacious D. Yeah, that's what I say.
yep.
Yep.
Like that.
Yeah. Moving on.
Thank you.
Well, the next
What are we
thing
on?
the next thing we have is I don't know what her last name is. Ingrid when she sang the national anthem the other day.
Oh, that was so bad at the All-Star game. That was so bad.
Yeah, it was.
I can't even watch it. It's so fucking bad.
Oh, did you
It's
say
like she was.
you can't watch it because
Now to perform the national anthem. Please welcome four-time
Feels me
Grammy-nominated
that Chuck
country
Morgan had to
singer-songwriter
announce
Ingrid Andress.
Who is this woman?
oh, her name is Andress. I thought it said addresses.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light
So far, not bad.
what so proudly we hailed
Oh, it gets worse,
by
Toby.
the
It gets worse.
twilight's
I
last
can't.
gleam,
I hate it so much.
whose broad stripes
It's not bad right as of now.
and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so
Here it goes. This is where it really picks up.
All
and
laughing.
the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting.
Turn it off. This is so bad.
Gave proof
Take
through
my headphones
the
off.
night
God.
that our flag was still there.
Are they booing already?
She's getting booed.
Oh, they're doing the background shit.
Well, they did the Dallas Stars thing because that's in Texas. This is at Globe Live. But when you come to Dallas, we do the Stars.
Okay, Christina Aguilera.
Damn, girl, you crazy.
Yeah, that was good. That was real good.
She should get kicked
what,
out of
though?
America for how bad that was.
You're not allowed to live here anymore.
You're getting deported.
That
She
was
didn't get
on,
canceled.
that was Fergie level bad.
I think that was worse than
Fergie,
Fergie.
no, Fergie's good at vocals.
I think that was worse
No,
than Fergie.
have you never seen the Fergie one?
Yeah, I did. I have, but I
did.
think that was
Yeah,
worse than
that
Fergie.
was worse. Than
Dude,
Fergie,
I don't
for
know.
sure.
They're both
here. I got it.
fucking
I've already got it pulled up. If this is the right one.
Tune in
Posse
next
the
week
Heights,
and find
California.
out.
it's from the All-Star game, yeah.
What's up with these All-Star games?
Can you see?
Dude, immediately after, I remember Twitter.
Oh, she's putting some steak on it though.
But she's doing it well. It's just dumb, kind of.
It's so
Put
bad.
some stank on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she sucks, dude. That's why.
It has got some stank.
At one point, if I'm not mistaken, they show the players, and the players are like, gross.
Ooh, that's bad.
I'm telling you, dude.
I don't remember seeing this.
She's in tune
I watched
now.
it live, dude. I watched it live. I'll never forget it. It was.
You
so
were there
bad.
with all those people?
Did this turn you into a terrorist?
Wow, dude.
Okay, we're done.
Yes, be done with that.
So
That
at
was-
least she was hitting the
yeah,
notes.
She was hitting all the notes.
Yeah.
She was just trying to like make it jazzy, and it just
Yeah.
didn't work. But that other girl, apparently she was drunk. That's her excuse.
I know.
Yeah, she went in.
But I've heard,
And she's like going to rehab now and
look,
shit. It's
I've heard Ozzy Osbourne sing, and that dude's
yeah.
that dude
Don't
nails
blame
it.
Don't blame it
dude.
on being drunk.
Don't blame it on drug. Okay, yeah, don't blame it on being drunk.
Don't make alcohol
Come on.
look bad because you suck. Come on.
Right.
You know how many amazing musicians are drunk on stage every day? Like, what are you
Magicians?
talking about?
Did you say magician?
Magicians too. Magicians too.
fucking David Blaine stumbling around.
Watch we make this
He's a-
beer disappear.
He just chugs it.
And for my next trick, I'm gonna make
For
this beer
trick number
disappear.
two.
Make this beer disappear.
Oh, my rabbit's dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
but
yeah, dude, that
She-
was
that
was so
Ingrid
bad.
chick though. She seriously sounded like she started singing, and she's like, "Where are my effects? Where are the effects that I use?"
Auto tune.
Like I usually have effects on. Like, oh, I'm not at the studio. Oh, I'm drunk. I'm
where
singing
am I?
live
I must be really drunk right now because
No, it's
because
it's
I'm at a
because she-
baseball
yeah.
game.
I don't hear my auto tune.
It's because she's a guitar player. Like country singers have to have their acoustic guitars when they're playing, right? That's what it was.
Oh,
She
that's
didn't have
it.
a guitar,
That's
you
what it
know.
was, yeah.
Right.
She couldn't, but then they could hear her not actually strumming. So it was like you're either gonna sound bad or you don't get a guitar. I don't know what to tell you.
Mojo.
All the
The Watch Mojo channel has a top 20 American national anthem performance fails. I'm gonna be watching that in a minute. Jesus Christ!
dude,
You'll never guess who number one is.
You want to know? Will you tell me?
Nelly.
It's Ja Rule for sure.
I saw a video with Hugh Jackman talking about how he sang the Australian national anthem at this game. That was like, he's such a cute guy. You know that? You ever realize that?
Such a babe. Such a
Hugh
babe.
Jackman's, he's like, when he starts talking, he's like, he's like very flamboyant and like bouncy when he talks. He play a Wolverine. it's like you're not Wolverine. You're not saying bub.
I feel like that's a pretty good segue into the next.
Yeah. Yeah, you know Wolverine, and neither of these people in this next
Ew.
segment. We're gonna talk about all of the non-MCU Marvel movies that came around before the MCU ever started, and oh boy, Fuzz over here could tell you that they're mostly bangers.
Sorry that I love amazing cinema. Sorry.
So
I love amazing Cinnabon.
No, I can tell.
Oh, hold on.
Bitch, you act like you don't know like no Cinnabon shit.
I
With
love
Cinnamon
Cinnabon, bitch. But I don't have to go work out after I eat it. I just eat it and don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, you should consider it.
Why?
Because your legs might not work someday.
That's fine.
Okay.
They got wheelchairs.
It's fine.
Y'all ever seen Wally, dog?
Brother,
Ever
that's
seen
an
Wall-E?
upgrade.
Nice
Fucking
save.
You're gonna get
walking
robot feet.
before.
Get
Thinking about
robot
getting robot legs. It's an expensive operation, but
It's a risky operation, but
All right, let's. Do you have a? We got the whole chart up
yeah,
there, ready to roll it.
I figure the best way we could do this is we'll just pull one movie at a time into the screen, and we'll try to vote on it between the three of us.
What are we gonna start with? The oldest?
4 of us. There's
Well,
4 of us, Toby.
I figure,
Oh,
I figure
shit,
we
we
gotta
forgot.
start with X-Men.
Hold on. We literally just got a comment from Slunkster in the chat that says Howard the Duck, baby.
Oh, it's-
So.
It might be in there. It might be in there.
Oh,
We'll get to
okay.
it.
All right. All right. Well,
I got a bunch of stuff.
so what are?
Toby
Wait,
was
can you
off
explain the
today.
tiers? Can you explain the tiers?
So S is super, right?
Yeah, that's
and then
that's
it's and then it's just A B C D E F,
Yeah.
right? Like grading. So
Okay, I just was confused on the
so
S.
S tier is superior. Like you're gonna be like, this
Just
is a
go ahead and
banger.
put all the X-Men
problem.
movies up there.
There we go.
Wow, dude! I know that you like to argue, so quit lying about it. Okay, So, let's be
Argue.
honest. Okay.
I'm already telling you, dude, that movie was almost as good as the Titanic.
Okay, I will say that. What? This was 2000.
Yeah.
This was a 2000 movie, right? Okay.
Oh, when
Some-
movies
yeah.
were
So-
good, dude.
So are we gonna talk about Spider-Man too? Because
Yeah,
that
we
was like,
got
that's-
Spider-Man in there.
Okay, so that's 2000 also, right? Or was that a little before? Was that in the 90s, 99?
No, I don't think Spider-Man was 99. I remember
Spider-Man
seeing it
was
as-
2000.
I
So
think it was.
I know
2000,
Blade. The
2001.
first Blade movie came out before this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to remember that we have to talk about the time that they came from also. So we have to consider that. So I will say I'm a huge X-Men fan. You know, I fucking read the comics and all this shit. But whenever this movie was coming out, I was so hyped. And I remember walking out of the theater and I was like, sorry, you know, it was alright, you know.
It's like
you
Star
know.
Wars fans watching Episode 1 after it came out. Like, just
Yeah,
Well,
after that.
That was a
just
movie.
wasted that time.
So
Yeah,
I
that
saw
was a
I'm getting that money back.
I saw this movie in theater also, and I think I had the same feel of like, why didn't they just do the animated series X-Men? Like that would have been perfect.
Right.
But I remember being just so excited to see X-Men on the big screen that I was like, that was a fucking banger. And I've watched
Right.
it recently in the last year or so.
hmm Not a banger.
It's not a banger, but it was for the
respectable.
time.
Guys.
So
it's-
when I saw this movie, when it was cool as hell to me. Like seeing Wolverine's claws come out, I just remember that, and I don't know.
and the
It
flipping,
just-
flipping
I thought it
off
was cool as
Cyclops.
shit. Yeah, exactly. Like
Like I
It
would
was
say,
revolutionary. It changed movies, like the way movies were made. It's so good.
I'll give it respect. I mean, it really did. So like between Blade, Spider-Man, and this movie, it really pushed superhero films forward.
Yes.
Right. Like,
absolutely.
like these became at least the standard. You know what I mean? Of the look and the feel and the story. You know, the story especially became a standard because like it didn't have to be great as long as you saw your characters doing shit on this big screen. So
It was
me
badass.
personally, I will say that I respect this movie, but I kind of hate it at the same time. But we get a lot of stuff because of it. So I will give it the A tier. I will not give it the superior. I'll give it A mostly out of respect.
I agree.
Because,
I agree.
Because, yeah.
You're going A's?
A
At
tier.
the time,
A tier,
I
yeah.
remember the hype. The hype was so real because
Mhm.
it was like, holy shit, they're finally making one. They're finally making one. And it was awesome. But I mean, much like my life or my childhood, it was disappointing. So I remember seeing it in the theater and was just like, oh, I'm not really even a big X-Men fan, but that's cool. Okay, cool, man. Because I went to theaters back then. That was cool.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah, dude.
I was.
I'm gonna have to agree with you guys just for the nostalgia purpose. I think A is probably where it belongs.
Okay, so that's 3 A's. I was gonna say B, but I'm happy with
Well, they progressively get worse. For me.
yes.
Well,
But the first
I
one,
will
the
say-
first one had like excitement.
Well,
I was not disappointed.
So I'm gonna say, we're obviously gonna talk about. Okay, we're on X2 already, but I would say that X2 was a step up from the first X-Men.
I agree with that.
because you got a cohesive story that wasn't like, oh, we turned the governor into like a blob of goo. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Right.
and it was like because the story itself for part one was like, Magneto wants to turn people into mutants, and then everybody will learn that they've been assholes the whole time when they become a mutant, and they're just like, wow, I'm human, but I have powers, right? And then the dude turns to goo, and you're like, oh, that didn't work out very well. And
Yeah.
but then you're also like, why did he just turn to Jello? You know what I mean?
It
Like,
was cool.
like,
It's cool, good.
2 was better than the first one, but
I think this is an S.
Right.
I think this
A little
is,
goo never hurt nobody. That's all I'm saying.
oh, amen. Especially on a cracker. Especially on a cracker. You know what I mean?
gross.
but this movie had Wolverine.
I don't remember this one as much.
Okay,
as the
this
first
one had Wolverine getting more angry and doing more stabby stab slicing with the claws. This movie,
Shink shink.
yeah, schnicked.
Oh,
actually.
You can't say that. It's 2024.
Hey,
Rabbit.
I
That's
am
not the
wearing
proper nomenclature.
I am wearing a Mallrats t-shirt, so
Well done,
Nice.
sir.
Nice. I got mine in the mail the other day.
Wolverine.
Yeah. Should we
Oh,
call
y'all got
you
Mallrats
Logan
shirts?
or yeah?
Cool, man.
We'll tell you about it next time.
I'm a
dude.
bigger
I'll send you a
I'm a
link.
bigger Kevin Smith fan than either of you, and here we are. You have Mallrat shirts. It's cool. Whatever. It's cool.
No, I like Kevin James, man. He's
You know, they're out there. You know, you can just buy one.
James.
Well, I didn't know we were doing a matching thing. You know.
No, okay. So Wolverine, in this movie, you get like, a little more of the X-Men being X-Men and doing cool shit. You get Wolverine a little more pissed off and he's doing stabbies. You got fucking the government. There's like higher stakes with like the government getting involved and shit.
Wait, sorry. This has the opening scene with Nightcrawler?
Yes.
Okay,
This-
that scene is
Yes.
incredible, and
Yes.
still to this
Sick,
day
right?
is
Yes.
incredible.
So good.
It
So
was
good.
like it was like the only time where people were using their powers and it was cool instead of just like, look at me, I can use powers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then they
So-
hinted at the Phoenix when
Mhm.
at the end. Holy shit! Was I
Yeah.
so hyped for that?
Yes.
So
Right.
so.
So
I agree with that.
this to me is the best X-Men like movie from this time.
From the trilogy, original
Yes.
trilogy.
Oh, yes. Or of all of them, personally, okay, there might be one better than this, honestly, but I would go S tier with this.
2 S tiers.
Yeah, I'm going. S
I would
tier
say
with
A
this.
tier.
This-
Mm.
I liked this one more than the first one. I mean, like I don't remember a lot about it, but that scene at the beginning was pretty fucking tight.
Yeah, Nightcrawler being in it also added a lot to it.
Oh, this one.
Oh, ooh.
It's
Yeah,
just
this is bad.
I'm going D or E.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that.
You
now.
know what?
I'm going D or E.
I'm
on
good
this
with
one.
D or E because there
Yeah,
was,
that was-
so much messed up in this movie. They fucking
Yeah.
killed this entire franchise died with this movie. Like,
It
luckily,
was so bad.
Absolutely.
I wanted
Well,
to say
and-
luckily they went back and did prequels, but that was still a mistake too in its own way. They should have just rebooted it.
Yeah. So also, like, if you're gonna do an adaptation of like the Dark Phoenix saga, at any version of that you want to fucking put out, why are you gonna kill Cyclops off in like because of scheduling conflicts, right? They apparently they were like, we want Cyclops in the movie,
Just recast.
but we're only gonna film it. This is our schedule, and James Marsden was like involved with another movie, and they pretty much were like, no, we're not gonna let you film more for your other movie. You're
Scorsese's the
already
bitch.
obligated. I think he was obligated to like maybe a Tom Cruise movie or something. Maybe was he?
Yeah, but they could have easily recasted James Marsden.
Easily.
Come on. There's 10 other actors that look like James Marsden.
That's true. I wouldn't argue for that. My argument is, why write him to be killed off?
Right, I
You know what
agree.
mean?
That's what
Like,
I'm agreeing
yeah.
with you. I'm
In
saying they could have
5
just
fucking
recast him
minutes.
and
Yeah.
not killed him off.
Yeah. And so it's just like, we haven't even, it's like I was still waiting for Cyclops to do something cool that Cyclops would do in the comic, and then they killed him. And I'm like, oh.
Dude
Um,
lost money for being in that movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you can
for
just
sure.
come over here and die in the first 5 minutes. You're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
I don't even think that Cyclops being in the movie would have saved this. I mean, like I said, they killed the franchise with this. This
So
was the
bad.
end of so much.
Mhm.
Uh,
We had like, they chose the mutant with like spikes that pop out of his body, and it's like whenever you have chances to use mutants as cameos to like do cool shit, why do you pick the worst mutants? You know what I mean? Like, oh, Asian dude that could like use fish quills to pop out of his fucking face. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Like, use another mutant. There's like 2,000 X-Men mutants like that have been in comics or some shit.
and you
Like,
kind of half-ass get a Jubilee appearance in this one. Like, it's half-ass at best.
you got half-assed Jubilee cameos in like 4 X-Men movies.
Yeah.
or
I was
something.
gonna say I don't even remember that in this movie at all.
No, you blink and you miss it. It's stupid.
Yeah, so many stupid things, like the Magneto thing. He like rips the bridge off, like carries the bridge, rips the San Francisco bridge out, and uses it to carry all the mutants to like that island. And it's like, but why? Why did you fucking do that?
It was visually cool.
It was visually
like,
cool,
come
but
on.
apparently there was originally it was written that they were going to use Alcatraz as a place to hold bad mutants, right? And then he was going to use the San Francisco bridge to connect the Alcatraz to land, and they were going to all escape that way, right? But then they messed up the story to where they're like, I don't know if this is going to work. Well, we still want to use the cool visuals. So we'll just have him rip up the San Francisco bridge to carry all the mutants over there. And I'm sure that's not going to piss off all the humans in this this fucking, I don't know. It's like, the point of X-Men is to not fucking piss off all the humans and to like make them look better as characters in society. So that was like ruined all of it. I don't know. There's a lot of fucking things.
I do have a
Juggernaut.
question.
Sorry. Go ahead.
How many? No, you're fine. This is what you love. How many times did you watch this movie and think that it might get better if you watch it again?
Many times.
I did.
Many times.
I did. A few times.
Like seriously, like there's
Yeah.
a lot of movies that people love, and I watch them and I watch them and I watch them. Just like, man, I can't. How many times you watch this, like, to just be like, no, I'm missing something. I'm gonna watch it again.
Right.
And it just was like, oh fuck, it's so bad.
Never got into it.
It never.
It almost got worse.
Every
It almost
character-
got worse
Every-
every
It's
time
worse.
you watched it.
Every character they did
Yeah.
dirty. Angel they did dirty. Multiple Man
Yep.
they did dirty. Juggernaut they did dirty.
Beast.
Mystique gets fucking loses her powers.
Yep. Beast. It was like the first time we got real Beast, and it was just, like, real dumb. I
They
don't
still
know,
never
like,
done a good Beast. I don't care what.
Never. No.
Yeah, I could agree with that too.
I would say E. That's my go-to.
I'm gonna
saying
go
E.
F. I'll just give it a full look.
I'm gonna go
Go ahead.
because
Fail.
it was
Fail.
yeah, fuck it. Because like some of it was really cool, but story and everything just really sucked.
The
Like I said,
Juggernaut, bitch.
That's
like,
upsetting.
That shit pissed me off so bad, dude. It's like, why are you gonna use one of the coolest characters in such a fucking Kmart way. Like it was like Dollar General fucking Juggernaut. You know what I mean?
We have Juggernaut at home.
We have Juggernaut at home.
Yeah. And then you just put a ping pong helmet on like one of the action figures you already had. Ping pong ball.
Dude.
Okay.
Ugh.
You know what? Even people who were not into comics had Juggernaut action figures.
Fuck yeah,
I had
Juggernaut's
one.
badass.
And he was the
Hell yeah.
shit.
Oh boy.
Hell yeah. This one actually, I was watching a
Was a
thing about it today.
cinematic masterpiece.
You know what?
Also a really badass opening sequence.
it's not bad.
Yes.
Yeah, the opening sequence is the only good thing about the movie.
Yeah.
The first half of the movie's great. Like even with like them going on missions and stuff, and all the Deadpool quips and stuff, or Ryan Reynolds, Wade Wilson quips and stuff. It's just the last half of the movie that kind of blows, and
Yeah.
it's because the writer's strike.
The opening scene was garbage to me too. Like when they're kids, and
that
it's
was
like,
fine.
it was just unnecessary. Like, why are we gonna tell all this super quick, convoluted stories about how Wolverine and Sabretooth are brothers, and like, it's like, we didn't have to get all that to fucking know that Sabretooth and Wolverine hate each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with all that.
And also I feel like the casting was pretty terrible in this one.
oh yeah.
Besides Ryan Reynolds, obviously.
Well, it had
And-
it had what's Fergie's band?
Oh,
Oh, you mean Will I Am? You're talking about Will I Am?
Yeah.
It had Will I Am in it, and it
Yeah.
was like, why? And then
And I love Liev Schreiber, but he's not Sabretooth. Like, why?
that was a
he was
weird
a better
casting.
he was a better Sabretooth than that other.
That's
dude,
just
though.
because he's an incredible actor, but I'm saying
Right.
you need like a 7-foot tall Jack dude to be
I take
Sabretooth.
offense.
You know what I mean?
The first Sabretooth was perfectly fine and should have been in this role. I don't care.
They could have gave him some lines. You know what I mean? Like
I agree
that's
with that.
my gripe. My gripe about Sabretooth is they made him the dumb idiot that just does whatever Magneto wants. And Sabretooth is infamously known for just disobeying and doing what Sabretooth wants.
Right,
you
and
know
then
what
they
I
killed
mean?
him
So-
off in the first movie when he's not that easily killable, just throwing him off the statue.
Right.
He landed in a boat, and that's what killed him.
Yeah. Well, I would have. You probably could have used that Sabretooth and just like walked in through some acting classes. Just like.
And they
get it
did
going.
Gambit dirty.
They did Gambit dirty. In this
Gambit
one.
was so
Who else was in there? Psylocke? Was Psylocke in this?
No, not-
No,
Psylocke's-
Cyclops was in the movie.
yeah.
They tried to like do all these, like more popular mutants as a fucking random scene. There was like Cyclops,
Emma
where
Frost?
he's like, they did Emma Frost and they did Cyclops, and then it's like the Cyclops scene. They just show him at school in his fucking sunglasses with his ruby quartz glasses, and the teacher is like, "Why are you wearing those glasses? Take them off." And it's like, you're meaning to tell me this kid's just at class on a random day, and if he takes his glasses off, it's gonna shoot fucking optic blasts at everyone. And today's the day where the teacher's like, "You need to take your damn glasses off."
Not the first day of school, not the second day of school, but this
Right.
random ass day in December. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Take those
Yeah.
glasses off.
I
Yeah,
think
and so he gets in trouble and he shoots a hole in the school, and it's like, why did this happen? Because
now.
the cameras were on.
I remember I went to the theater to see this movie with Lee. Y'all know how much Lee loves Wolverine. I remember coming out of that theater and Lee being so fucking pissed off because it was
Yeah.
so bad.
I
just like,
remember.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I remember being like, no, me and John went, and I remember John was taking his sweet fucking time getting ready, and I
Classic
was
John.
like,
I don't believe that.
I was like, this is a fucking Wolverine movie. I was like, dude, quit playing, get ready. And then it was like we were going to what was the one in Louisville? The
Rave?
The Rave. Yeah,
Rave.
the Rave. And it was already like 10 till or something, and I was like, dude, I'm leaving. And I straight up left and went to the theater, and then y'all came in, like, I think it was you too with John.
No, I
Maybe.
I went with Lee. I went
Okay.
and saw it with Lee.
Well, somebody went with John, and then they showed up, and it was awful. And they were like, you were so mad because you were gonna miss the movie, and it was awful. And I was like, well, I'm even more mad now.
I think this movie's
I'm gonna
a
say
C. I think this.
I'll
I
give
think
it
the
a
first half of
C?
it's great.
I'm giving it an F. I'm giving it an F also.
I'm gonna say a
go-
D, just because of the opening sequence.
I'll go with. I'm with Rabbit on this.
I don't think it can go any higher than D.
I think D wins
No.
it then.
I think D is where it should be because it was. It was.
It can definitely go
cool, but
lower
it
than that.
wasn't-
I don't think
Yeah,
it can
it
go
could
higher
go
than
way
that.
lower than that, but it's not going higher than. D.
I think.
Like,
I mean, C
they-
because I
they
think the first
screwed
half
the
of it's
pooch
good.
on that one.
Yeah.
So also a fun fact about this movie is it leaked like a week before it came out in theaters, and like some of the CGI wasn't even polished up.
I remember
And
that.
apparently before it even debuted, there was like 1 million people that had seen the movie, and everyone hated it. So
Sick.
so it was like real quick for everybody to be like, hated it.
Hated it.
Hated it.
What about
God.
X-Men
This
First
is-
Class?
So bad. I did not like this at all.
I was not a fan of this movie.
I was excited that
I'll
we
give
were
it
kind of
slightest.
getting a soft reboot, is what it felt like.
Yeah.
But and I didn't hate this one absolutely, but I didn't love it either. I think this one's just to be quick about it. I think this one's a D in my opinion. Like there was some cool things
Yeah.
that they were trying. We get to see young Xavier. That was super cool to see. But like,
Him as an Xavier is great. I will say
Yeah.
that. I like him as an actor. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but I like him as an actor.
James McAvoy.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
it's
thank
James.
you.
I think the fact that we got James McAvoy and
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, that was tight,
And-
too.
and the fact that this was after, like, even if we look at our own tier, it's like after an F and a D. This is like years later.
Mhm.
You know, probably more than 5 years later, right?
yeah.
What year is this one?
I don't remember the year. I don't have it pulled up.
Right, I would say at least 6 years or some shit like that later. But anyways, yeah, like there are some redeeming qualities, and it was almost like it hyped me up moving forward.
It gave
right?
X-Men fans hope. Is
It
what
did.
this movie
It really
is.
did.
It
It
really
did.
did.
It did. Because you had
'Cause it-
matching costumes.
2011.
2011, and when was X3?
Origins came out in Wolverine Origins came out in 2009. So this is
Okay.
2 years after. But for perspective, Iron Man and Thor were already out too.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
but those were, but
Iron Man was 2008.
Thor was a stinker. Yeah. Iron Man was 2000.
The first Thor movies was a stinker, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not.
Okay.
I think first of all, I've always thought this, and I don't know if anybody else agrees with me, but I think that Jennifer Lawrence looks weird with the blue makeup on.
100%. 100%.
She looks so like
She does not look
what's her
comfortable.
face? What's her face pulled it off in the original X-Men
Yep.
movies. But
The
I don't
hot
know.
chick.
Something about Jennifer Lawrence in blue makeup just does not work for me.
Wasn't there?
And
some-
also Beast was too skinny.
Yep.
Skinny
Just
Beast.
There's a lot of problems.
He needs to be
There's a lot of
fucking
problems.
jacked.
Oh,
Well, it's
dude,
also-
he's gotta
it's
be
also-
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also like, hey, let's use
You look like a
Mystique.
shitty werewolf.
Let's use Mystique as someone who like used to know Professor Xavier, and they were like pretty much brother and sister type.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, okay, but
What?
why, dude? But why?
Well, and
You
then
know
they
what I
were
mean?
like, we want Cyclops, but we can't use Cyclops yet because if we're trying to use some of the same timeline, let's use Havoc, which was
Yeah.
kind of an odd choice since they're supposed to be brothers. And
yeah. And they're supposed to be like close to the same age.
was
too.
this the one that they had Toad in? Like they recasted Toad, or is that a different
No,
one?
that was later. Yeah.
Okay.
That was later for sure.
That pissed me off too.
He's
But
a
yeah,
tiger.
I will say this too, though. I'll say one of the better qualities is we got a hot ass Emma Frost walking around close to naked,
Mhm.
just like the real comic book character, and she was looking
She's a babe.
banging hot. Just saying. And then, oh yeah, we were forgetting. Kevin Bacon was in the shit too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna
As
say
Sebastian
I'm gonna
Shaw.
say C or D because he did help that character. That was a good character.
I'll go C because because like you could watch the whole movie and think it's cool, but there are some shit scenes.
Yeah.
Like there's a scene where they're all together partying and all the grown-ups left, and it's just like the most YA bullshit scene, and I'm just like, I know the X-Men are teenagers, but damn, this is awful. Like,
This is dumb.
Is this the movie that had
Yeah.
Darwin in it?
oh shit, yeah.
And they fucking killed Darwin
Yeah,
off?
and they killed the guy that could live through anything because he adapts to it. They kill him.
I'm moving it to D. I'm sorry. That makes it. Makes
You know what?
It's almost like
D.
when they make these movies, they're like, "What would the comic books do?" And then they're like, "We're gonna do the
Do the
exact opposite of that."
The exact
No,
opposite.
okay. So listen.
Because we're movie producers, and that's what we're gonna do. We got to make it interesting.
I'm gonna say something real quick. If we're doing D tier,
I would say
first
C.
class, we need to put Origins one more down.
Yeah,
Because-
I would say first class is C.
Yeah, or we go up with the X-Men First Class. So would y'all rather move Origins down or move First Class up?
I want to leave Origins where it's at. That's my vote. So
I'd say
I
first
think-
class
Well,
up.
you're-
first class.
That's what I'm saying. I think first
Okay,
class should be
okay.
a C
First
movie
class up.
because it's a better movie.
Yeah.
It's a better
It
made
is.
movie,
Right.
And it's a better casted movie
storyline,
than
yeah,
fucking
they-
Origins was.
It's
Right.
By far, I agree with that.
You could
They
think
just-
yo, that's kind of dumb, but you could keep going and be like, it was an alright movie.
Still a C. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like we're putting it in A tier, dog.
Days of Future Past.
Okay. This is where
This is
Okay.
my
this is
number
where the
one.
hope. Yeah, this is where the hope came back in full effect.
Super.
I kind
came
of remember
back.
this movie being kind of cool.
Dude, this
It
movie
was. This
amazing.
is my number one. I'll show you the list. I have it on the top of my list. As in this group it's my number one X-Men movie.
He's like, I scribbled it into my trapper keeper.
Oh, dude, I have a Ninja Turtle
Name
notebook
drop.
for work.
Nice.
I have a Ninja Turtle
Yeah.
notebook for work, and I scribbled
Hell
in it
yeah,
today
dude.
while I was working. So,
Fuzz, you're so
fuck you.
cute.
Cowabunga, dog.
All right, I'll do. You know what?
This is
Just
2014.
I'll give this one S tier
S
because
tier.
even though
I'm cool with that. I'm
look,
100%
even
cool
though they like disobeyed certain stories and kind of flippity floppity some stuff, it was a very good cohesive movie, and it was actually based on a comic book, and it tied up a franchise very nicely.
It did.
in the end.
It did tie up the original franchise. You're right.
Mhm.
We got Sentinels, even though it should have been a bigger,
Yep.
more important scene rather than the fucking danger room.
Yes.
No.
I agree with
This is
that.
the one with This is the one with real Sentinels. The Danger
Was
Room
it?
one is from X3.
Oh, okay,
This
you're
is the
right.
one-
Yeah.
Magneto plants metal in all of the Sentinels because they were originally made plastic to resist him,
Yeah.
and then he puts metal in them and takes control of all of them.
You're
and then
right.
they do the football stadium. He drops the fucking football stadium around the White
Oh,
House.
See, I was gonna say
Hell
A on
yeah.
this one. We've got two.
I was gonna
S's.
say A too.
Ooh. So this
I agree with
is-
Toby.
Hey, also you get Wolverine butt naked in this one.
They're at
That
S.
put-
Oh, you're right. S tier.
Takes it to an S, dude. You know it does. You know it does.
Right. For some reason, fucking Xavier still has fucking hair in this one
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So,
I really think A tier because like, just thinking about what movies are coming up that I know are gonna be S tier, it doesn't hit that mark for me.
so
Okay,
Like,
well,
it's still a really good movie, but it doesn't hit like I can't tell you the plot points. I don't remember what happened, but I can tell you
it was fun.
other movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still a great, well done movie. So I would say
I'm
A tier.
cool with
That's
S
my
or A. I'm cool with S or A.
well, let's
because
make
I
a
thought it was
vote,
great.
and then it has to go wherever the vote wins.
Okay.
Because how many of us said S?
You know
Two?
what?
Said
Me and
S.
Plus?
I'll change.
I'll say S.
I'll say
but
S on it
up to y'all.
because you get both sets of X-Men. You don't. It's not just one or the other. You still get Wolverine in it. through the
Wolverine
whole-
naked. I don't really know what else we need to talk
Was this
about.
the first multiverse?
Kind of.
Kind-
This
yeah.
is the one where, yeah. They did, in the future, they did, Patrick Stewart
where it all
and Sir
started.
Ian McKellen as Magneto. and
Even though
Professor.
they fucked up Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, they did fuck up Kitty Pryde, and they cut Rogue in the original version of the movie.
You know
But
what?
There is,
I was about
there is
to.
a version where Rogue is the one.
The-
So there's a scene where Kitty Pryde, when these Sentinels attack in the future, Kitty Pryde is sending Wolverine's consciousness back in time, and she gets hit, and she like starts to bleed out, and like in the original cut, they go and rescue Rogue from a fucking mutant concentration camp and bring her back, and she touches Kitty Pryde and takes her powers and then starts doing it to Wolverine to keep the process alive. And it was such a cool scene to just be like, why the fuck did you chop that out of the movie? We liked Anna Paquin. You know what I mean? Like most people liked Anna Paquin from the original movies too. So yeah.
Damn.
I would give
That would have made it S tier for me.
Yeah.
But it's not in there.
There is a cut of it. You can watch it on, I think on
I own that cut.
the road cut. See, I've never
Nice.
watched it. I just learned about it the other day, so I'm gonna have to go back.
It's like an extra 25 minutes or something where they like do a heist to break her out.
That's
so
cool.
It's pretty fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's more X-Men movies? Jeez.
Oh, there's so many. We're not done.
Oh dude.
X-Men.
I didn't
So
realize there was this many.
Yeah. So
Dude,
I'm gonna put this one at E.
This one, I had my hopes up so high for this. It
Same.
was so dumb. I remember talking to Tim Gorgon and being
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be sick," and boy, were we all wrong.
So wrong.
yeah, we should. Well, the first thing that we got was that picture of Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse, and everybody on the internet was saying, "Oh, he looks like Ivan Ooze. What a dumb piece of shit." And I didn't believe it. I was like, "Nah, dog, nah, dude, this is gonna be good." And then it took the shit.
Damn.
I don't even know
So,
if it deserves an E.
dude, no, it does not. I'm going F,
Deserves
baby.
F. I'm going F.
baby.
No,
I'm
hold
going
on.
F.
I'll take F.
Okay, let's hear
This
it.
was okay. So, go ahead with you, Rabbit. I want to go. I want to say something. After
Oh,
that.
Toby, he's got
Toby
something.
was gonna
I
say
think
something.
E
Toby.
because I think we in just a second we're gonna talk about something worse. I think this is E because we thought we really thought this is bad.
Thought this was rock bottom.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Then they surprised you, baby.
I think
Yeah.
think this is a strong.
Then you go and do
E.
something.
We got
completely
fucking Psylocke.
totally redeem yourself.
We got some cool characters in this.
Okay.
We got Storm with the mohawk. Didn't she have a
It's
mohawk
true.
in this?
Okay, but listen, this is one thing that did upset me though. Is like this was a X-Men character hair origin story. Okay, it was like they were so concerned on how we're gonna get. How's Storm's hair gonna turn white? And then they were like, how is Professor Xavier gonna lose his hair? And they're like, you know what I mean? It's just like, what the fuck are we focusing on these stupid things for whenever the story is ass? Like, make the story better. Don't worry about their hair.
I was so hyped for it, and I never, although I show my love for X-Men movies all the time, but, I was so hyped for this, and was completely gutted whenever I saw it. Was just like, really, this is what we're
Yeah.
doing?
Yep.
Cool, man, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm-
so another thing, they like in the commercial, one of the last commercials that came out before the movie, they showed Apocalypse growing really big.
yeah.
And I was like,
yes,
bro,
we
they're-
talked about
they're-
that.
I was like,
so
they're
stoked.
doing it. And then you find out in a psychic battle, he was going really big. And I was like,
Nah, man.
fucking cheating,
No.
dude.
Lame.
So yeah.
Okay. I'm going
We-
F.
I'm fine with
I'm not-
E. I'm fine with E.
You know what? You made a point. Let's go E because there
Okay.
is worse. It does get worse.
No, it doesn't, dude.
But you know what's her name?
Oh.
What's Homegirl's name in the Psylocke costume?
I don't know.
Oh.
Olivia Munn.
Munn. Yeah.
Ooh, that was fire. And I heard she argued to keep the real costume going, so that was tight. Oh, look, and I want to say one more thing about that too. They had the chance to do Archangel in a cool way, and they just fit all of his bullshit in like a 5-minute scene, and
Yeah.
like didn't focus on the
Notice
apocalypse.
they do that
Yeah.
with a lot of characters that were cool as shit.
Yeah.
Like the whole
Same.
point is like Apocalypse tricks our Angel into wanting to be human and turns him into Archangel. Like he takes his humanity away and then makes him a fucking servant to the Apocalypse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna leave that out? Like that's the important part. Instead, he's just
easy.
like, he's listening to like
suck.
Metallica. He was like listening to Metallica, and then Apocalypse is like, "You want some metal wings?" and he's
Hell yeah, dude. You like Satan too?
Hell yeah, brother, master of puppets, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, on sorry, those are just
Want to get hammered and start the apocalypse?
Yeah.
Want to get naked and start the revolution?
So X-Men Dark Phoenix, I think this one's easily the rock bottom of the franchise. And
Very
Yep.
rock
Yep.
bottom. I don't
Yep.
even want to talk about it because it was so bad.
I haven't even ever watched it.
Okay. Well, so there is one redeeming quality of this movie. They kill Jennifer Lawrence Mystique. Finally, they get rid of her.
Don't they
And it
stab
sucks.
her?
Yeah, she
Doesn't
gets
she get stabbed?
well, she gets
She gets,
stabbed in X1
im-
too.
she gets
Okay,
impaled. She gets
Impaled.
impaled on. Yeah. So.
That's what-
And the
whatever.
ironic part about this movie is the executive producer of X3 became the director of this movie.
Ah,
So he knew all of the problems and mistakes he made and tried again
Still
and
fucked
did
it
it
up.
and did it way
Yeah,
worse.
dude.
So it
Oh,
was
man.
it's just
Stinkers off.
so
You know what?
stinky.
I'm just gonna screw this up again. That's what I'm gonna do.
So stinky.
He's like the arch nemesis of Kevin Feige.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna make a good movie one of these days.
the
The
Wolverine.
Wolverine. The
Oh,
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Uh,
I
So
kind of
this
barely, I
one-
kind of remember this movie, but not really.
Silver
This one to
Samurai,
me-
which there's some
Yeah.
trickery.
He's
with
in
this-
Japan, right?
Yeah,
This one, he's in
Japan.
Japan. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's some
I
trickery with
honestly
it.
don't know if I saw this one. I think I don't think I saw this one.
So this one to me wasn't like super dramatically awful. It was just very lukewarm.
Yep.
Like through a lot of it, you know what I mean? So it wasn't the normal amount of disappointment that
Yeah.
I would feel in X-Men
It's like
movies.
it's not. It
Yeah.
wasn't terrible, but
Right.
it wasn't great. It
Right.
was just like
But
Yeah,
they
it
do
was
take
like-
away his adamantium or his healing factor at the end of it, don't they?
not for good. I think it's just for the time being or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
See,
honestly.
there was something weird about the ending with him like, well, I don't got a healing factor anymore. And I thought that was going to play into another movie, but then, obviously next was Old Man Logan. Logan.
Yeah.
And it really didn't have any effect on Logan. This whole thing
Yeah.
that we went through in this. I like the movie, but it's very like, I don't know, forgettable.
Hey, dude,
Yeah.
I'm sent
very
with
forgettable.
Rabbit on this. I can't remember if I watched it or not.
I think it's like dead in the middle, like a C.
Yeah, I
You know what I
agree
mean?
with C. I think there's like some cool things, but like the villain's not very memorable because it's kind of they trick you. They're like, haha, you think it's this, but it's actually this, and they kind of but the whole time you're like, yeah, no, that makes more sense that's gonna be the main bad guy. I don't know. It's just it's average. It was fun seeing Wolverine, claw people around and eat some popcorn and stuff. Was this one? I think no. Logan was the first one that was rated R, wasn't it? This one wasn't rated R.
Yeah, because that was it.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds mentions it in Deadpool 1 or 2.
Yeah.
He mentions Logan getting the R rating.
So we think C on this. What do we think?
So I'll say
Maybe B.
I think
Maybe?
B or C.
No, I'm
C
not
or
gonna.
B is because it's such a just down the
I'm
middle.
gonna say C
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it
Say C,
had
but I
some-
don't remember it.
It just has, yeah, it's forgettable. It's forgettable. It has some cool scenery because they're in Japan, and then like we get Wolverine versus a bunch of ninjas, and then ninjas win, and so it's just kind of
No,
like, you know what I mean? Like,
no.
The Silver Samurai suit was stupid. It was like a big mech suit. Like that kind of pissed me off. But it made sense for the story. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
but it pissed me
yeah,
off.
I mean, it was like an okay version, you know. It was like if the rest of the movie around that would have been badass, I would have definitely not cared. But
Yeah.
just that because the movie was so bland, that choice was kind of like, okay. It's like the meme where she's like,
I feel like that's an S.
I think this one's easy.
That's an S, dog.
S or A.
Even-
I don't care.
A. I think A.
Dude,
I'm gonna
I
say
thought it was
A.
a great movie, man. I thought
I'm
it
gonna
was.
say
I thought
It
was
is. It's a great movie
Yeah.
for sure.
it is a good movie. It's just
I mean, I'm
not-
cool. I'm cool with an A, but
It's
I
probably-
I think it's just.
I would say-
movie.
Well,
I'm gonna
It's
say that
great. The storyline
had-
was so good.
It had great action.
But see, this is what the
Go ahead.
I'll say this is the problem with putting the other X-Men movie on S tier, because I feel like Logan is a better movie than that. But
Well, when we do,
You know what I
this
mean?
too,
Like-
I personally take into the fact like what the X-Men is and how it translates to these movies too. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and this is not any X-Men story.
that's true.
You know what I mean? So it's just like this is a good movie for Fox to kind of sum up how they were doing movies. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
this
like
was
that. I
this-
like the
yeah.
way you explain that.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
So we
So
think
I
A?
would give it an A. Yeah.
I'll go A.
But
I'll
but
go
it just
A.
doesn't. It doesn't have much of an X-Men story, like when it comes to like how comics go. You know what I mean?
No.
Like they could have, if they would, even if like something stupid, like they showed us him in a suit, in an X-Men suit, it would have been like, this makes it better because like they're making it feel like a real comic book X-Men,
Yeah.
but
Right.
it just never happened, you know?
So let's wrap up X-Men all together, the X-Men family. New Mutants.
Oh wow, yeah.
I liked this movie. I know it got a bunch
thought
of
it was-
shit, but I
I
liked
thought
it.
it was
watched it.
decent.
Never watched it. I have no say.
I'm
No
gonna say
dog in
E.
this hunt.
Oh damn.
Man,
Okay.
I would at least.
I thought it was a little better than that.
Yeah,
but
I would.
say,
I would have said D or C, but I liked this movie. I thought it was fun. It was different. It was shot different. It was shot more like a horror movie. It wasn't superhero feeling at all. Like you could get away with this movie not being in the superhero like bucket. You know, like this is.
Right.
I
See,
like.
but this is okay. So also, what I just said about the last movie, you have to remember that like New Mutants, the comic, introduced us to Cable. New Mutants, the comic, introduced us to Deadpool. New
Yeah, but
Mutants,
this
the
is more
comic,
like
introduced
modern
us
New
to-
Mutants. Like you're.
I'm just saying, like, whenever you're like throwing around some of these characters from that era of New Mutants, and you make a movie, and everyone just like seems so half-assed, it's like I couldn't like. Literally, Magic shows up in one scene with her soul blade and like her pet dragon, and it's just like,
But it's cool.
She's like, I be teleporting and shit, you know. Like I come from the dark dimension sometimes, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? She never said anything about this the whole movie.
yeah. Where was this?
Look, I'm giving it a C or D. That's where my vote is. I
I'll go
like this
D.
movie.
I never watched it.
I'll go right in the middle of C and E for Toby and Mike. I'm gonna go D.
Where do you think, Mike?
Split the difference. Splitting the
I
difference.
was saying E, but we have to agree with the vote also. So
Okay,
D is
so
where
D.
it stands. I'll definitely compare it to whatever's next to it. Like
Okay.
Origin, sure, I hated it just as much as Origin.
Checks out. Checks out.
Okay, let's jump over to Fantastic Four. How about this? The first Fantastic Four movie.
Woof.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, we're already getting bad stuff, but listen, this movie feels more Fantastic Four than any other Fantastic Four movie.
Agree.
right?
Oh, I'm gonna
I
fight
agree
you on
with
that.
that.
I'm gonna fight you on that here in a minute.
They did it a little campy and corny, and they kind of overdid the
Jessica
campiness.
Alba, dude.
Dude, Jessica Alba.
But yes,
Motherfucker,
yes.
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba.
Mm.
Jessica Alba will give you.
In her
Jessica Alba
underwear
couldn't
on
save
the
this
bridge.
movie, dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
her-
I know she couldn't, and I agree
Yeah.
with you, but I didn't mind. Like when it came out, it was cool, but it was just kind of like
I'm gonna give
Yeah,
it a B or
better
C.
than
I can feel good giving it a B because
feel good giving
I
it a B. I like
'cause
C. I
the
like
last
C.
the last couple times I watched it, I liked it, and I was like, it's kind of dumb, but I liked it.
Maybe
you
I
know?
need to rewatch it.
See,
It's
I think-
been a long time.
I
since
think
I've
that
watched
they
Fantastic
played
Four.
Jessica Alba, dog.
Jessica Alba, but they played into the
Chris
camp.
Evans.
Chris Evans was
Yeah.
so
Game
good.
on, baby.
The Thing was so good. Their chemistry, like with Johnny Storm and the Thing, was so fun. Like it felt like the comics. It's campy
I
as
agree.
fuck, but it's
I think the cast was great.
All right, all right,
personally,
all
I
right.
think the cast
Yeah.
was good.
so.
So we're going C.
I'll go C. Like C.
I'm fine with C.
Yeah, and they really didn't utilize Doom very much, but
They did not.
it was just
Yeah,
the
that's
beginning.
bullshit.
it was like the beginning to something that could have gotten better
It
and
could
just
have.
kind of just fizzled out. You know what I mean? So I will give it a B also because I just don't
Don't
want
like
it.
that they made Doom look like a bitch.
Yeah.
He's not a bitch.
Yeah.
He's one of the baddest dudes out there. Period.
Well, also, that's in the next
Yes,
one.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So we're stuck between B and C because I think B, because I think it's campy, I think it's fun, and I think it gets worse in the next one. So that's why I think this one's a B.
Okay.
I'll,
Hold on. Let's
Okay.
just go ahead. Nope. Go ahead.
I was gonna say let's look at what's next to it. If it's in C, could we watch it just like we watched First Class and Logan and just be like, it was kind of dumb, but I
Yes,
never wanted
I
to shut
agree
it off.
with that.
Right?
I would rather
I
watch
feel
this
like we're on
movie.
the, I think C. I think it's a C level movie for
Okay.
sure.
It's
Okay.
see
That sounds-
nothing more than that. 100%.
Okay.
Sorry,
Then we
Toby. I
could
know
agree
you-
on that.
I fought for you, Fantastic Four. I fucking fought. So C. All right. Well, Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer is next.
Okay.
I actually was like stoked for this movie when it came out because I thought Silver Surfer
I was
was.
pretty stoked.
I love Silver Surfer.
Me too, but they did Silver Surfer dirty, made him look like a bitch. He was one of the baddest fucking things in the galaxy, the universe.
Right.
Did they
But
talk on?
I thought he looked like. I thought he was a
Galactus much?
badass. Like the first whole
It was
half.
bullshit that Galactus wasn't talked about more in this. Fuck this.
We showed up as a cloud.
Yeah, he showed up as a cloud.
Do you guys remember seeing the teasers for this in theaters? Like when they showed
Yes.
Johnny Storm chasing Silver Surfer?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
So sick,
fuck.
dude.
The hype,
Yeah, that's why I was so stoked about it.
Yeah.
the hype was so fucking real for this one.
But-
and then, yeah.
It crushed me because Silver Surfer got done dirty, dude. He's not a bitch.
true.
I'm sorry,
That's
he's
true.
just not.
I will say this.
I thought he was a badass the whole movie.
Compared to the first movie, if they never gave us Galactus as a cloud, because they fucking underpowered Doom in the first one, and then they kind of underpowered Silver Surfer in this one. So I would honestly say D, because they put Galactus in the movie and they didn't want to design his character and they made him a fucking cloud.
They made him
I
a
don't even
cloud.
If it weren't for that,
And
I
they
would
didn't
put it
talk
right
on
next.
it.
If it weren't for that, I would put it right next to the other movie because they were both so lukewarm that I wouldn't even turn
It's
them
in my
off
notes.
if they were on. Right?
It's in my notes.
It's in my notes. They did Silver Surfer dirty, and they don't show you how powerful and important Galactus actually
Yeah.
is, and that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
I'll say D.
Yeah.
Sorry, like don't put
I
him in the
agree.
movie. Don't put Galactus in the movie if you're not going to show.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
If you're
saying? Like
gonna-
if you're not
if you're gonna
going to
make-
show what he's doing.
Yeah, if you're gonna make a fucking Silver Surfer movie and you're gonna talk about Galactus coming to Earth, somebody fucking hire someone to design the character and fucking
Please.
get a team to CGI that bitch. You know what I mean? Like you
Grow
don't
up.
even have to CGI him. You could just get
Toby,
a
just
practical
put that as an
effect
F.
going. Like
It's an F.
I'm gonna fight you.
This one?
I'm gonna fight you.
Put it as an F.
oh shit,
no.
Toby
I'm
likes
not-
it.
Toby likes.
I'm not going any higher than an F.
The
and you're not
first
changing
half
my
of the
mind.
movie I fucking
Okay.
loved. And I love that it's a body horror movie. They were doing something so different. I know the studios got their fucking ugly little gross little oily hands into the mix of this, and that's
Yeah.
why it changed so fucking much. But the first half of this movie is so cool because it's different than anything else on this list. Even New Mutants, I feel like New Mutants had a horror thing to it. This one had a body horror where they couldn't control their powers. They didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's so good up until about the halfway point, and then it just changes to a different movie, and you're like, I don't know what's going on exactly. What did I just change to a different movie? Is this a sequel already? I think it's at least a C or a D because I think half of this movie is fucking incredible, and it's not told like any other Fantastic Four story.
So the
Cast
last
is money. I love
the last 30 minutes.
Cast his money. Yeah.
The last 30 minutes of this movie was changed by the studio.
Yes.
The director wrote the story, from scratch, and he had a whole plan for the whole thing. They hated the ending. They said, "Where's the big boss battle?" He's like, "It's not about that."
So it could have been better.
It could have
Yes. And so
Could've definitely
the
been
first part of the film is like the build up, the way the guy that directed it originally intended. and then there's a scene where it says like 6 months later or some shit, or like, and that's whenever
It's a different movie.
The studio rewrote the ending.
So
right?
different.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
I turned it off halfway through the movie.
Well, so a fun fact is that the director for this movie was also signed on with Disney to do a Star Wars movie. One of those prequel or sequel trilogy movies, right? You know, The Force Awakens and the other two. You know what I mean? He was signed on to do one of those movies, like maybe the second or maybe the third one. And when this movie was like not even out yet, he got fired from the movie, and then they also were like, we're not gonna let you do your original ending. We're gonna fucking rewrite the ending because we want to see a big boss battle, right? That's what the people want. So at the same time, he got let go from Star Wars, and he couldn't even work out the rest of his own movie that he's filming. And he was in a spot where Fox was paying for the place for him to stay because they were on set every day. And after he got the news that he was done with Star Wars and he couldn't control the end of his movie, he caused $100,000 worth of damage in his
Well played.
rental place. Where
This
where
moves
Fox
into an
was
S.
paying.
We're moving this to an S. What are you talking about, guys?
Dude,
Yeah,
you know
imagine
what?
going to a fucking hotel and causing
I didn't think-
$100,000 worth of
Didn't
damage.
think you could talk me into an E because I said it was an F, but you just talked me into an E with that. Respect, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm pleading for at least a C or D, because I think if you watch
do
this
that.
first part of this movie, you're gonna be like,
Nope.
dude, this is fucking sick. Let's finish it, and then that's when it falls hard on its face.
Who
I'll
was it?
give
Michael
it-
B. Jordan, and who was the other
Miles
guy?
Teller.
Dude,
Miles
Yes.
Teller.
and I loved
Great cast.
I loved how they changed the origin story of them being stepbrother and sister. I thought that was perfect. It made sense. It wasn't just to change shit. It was like, no, that makes sense that they're not actually related. They're not brother and sister. I loved it. I don't know. I mean, I say I loved it.
Step brother.
Yeah, stepbrother.
It's my
And he
favorite.
can
It's my
stretch too.
favorite
You know what I'm
search.
saying?
Why?
Hey, ever since I got my new powers,
I think I rented the wrong Fantastic Four
I
movie.
keep getting stuck in the dryer with these new powers.
All right. So
Oh
where do-
my God, brother, stepbrother, come help me out with your stretch.
I'm gonna say E because
Going
I
E.
only feel
There's no-
comfortable putting it next to the.
I
other
agree with
movie
E.
in
I agree with E.
haters,
Tobes.
haters, fucking haters. Okay.
She fucking hates me.
La 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 la.
All right. The
Oh.
Punisher.
So sick. So sick.
2004.
I love this
Punisher.
movie so much.
I do too,
Dude,
and I'm about
The
to fight
beginning
anyone that
is so
says
depressing. It's
This
This
so
movie is
good.
so sick.
But it's so sick.
But that's
dude. We're-
that's Punisher though. He's like
Exactly.
the original John Wick,
yes.
Yeah.
John
but instead of a
Travolta.
puppy.
Yeah.
that fight scene with the blonde Jack
with
Sailor
Kevin
dude
Nash?
was
Kevin
so
Nash.
with
sick,
Kevin
dude.
Nash, and he gets stabbed
It
for
was-
real.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
I'm going. Yes, I'm going A for this. I'm not even. There's no argument. I won't go superior, but I'll go A.
I think
Going
an
A
A
for
all day.
sure.
The fucking what's the character that
Yeah.
that plays the guitar that's in it? Like his little part in
Oh,
it.
the Johnny Cash knockoff dude.
Oh, dude, and he's so good. I love that
Yeah.
whole sequence, dude. He is the
he
Punisher.
switches his cigarette over to his pinky.
Yeah.
He starts playing his guitar. So badass. And Ben Foster's in it. He's sick.
Yeah.
I'm saying A tier.
I think A.
I mean, I'll give it A.
A's.
I'll give it
I'm
A.
going A.
But do you
Yeah.
like it, Mike?
No, I like it. It's been so long since I've seen it, but I definitely remember thinking.
I
it was
remember seeing it in the theater and just being like, "Holy fucking shit!" Because I was still in high school. It was so good. I love it. I really do.
I do too. It's one of my
Absolutely.
favorite.
I'm gonna go
pre-
watch it after we're done with this.
You know
Was
what?
there, was
It's,
there a
uh,
Kingpin in that movie?
No.
No,
No.
okay.
I think
That was
maybe
it,
in War the
Well,
War
see-
Machine or what was it called?
Oh,
Warzone.
Warzone.
I never saw
Never
this.
watched
Okay.
this.
It's good,
Never
dude.
watched this one.
I-
Warzone is cool as shit.
Really?
I don't remember
Yeah.
the plot because I don't think there is a plot. I think he's just being a bad motherfucker the whole time, and it is
Exactly, dude.
it is the goriest out of all of these movies.
It's so bad.
It is.
Dude, when the dude jumps across the rooftop.
Yes.
You remember that scene?
Yes, there's so like does he shoot someone with a rocket launcher or something at
Yes,
one point?
that's it. That's the
Yeah,
whole-
yeah. So
I'll-
like
You've got me convinced. I'll watch it. I never watched it. I can say I never
It's
watched
so
it.
violent. It's so violent and awesome. I'm gonna say B. This has to be a
B
B.
100% because this one's just fun and stupid and just violent for no absolute
Oh,
good
yeah.
reason.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I can't really vote on it. I never watched it, so I'm not gonna vote.
I
Then
think,
it's a B, Tobes.
dude, you get some
It's our
popcorn.
only B.
The only
Yeah.
B, baby.
Get some popcorn and enjoy that motherfucker.
Yeah, just get ready to have some fun.
That's
but
all you need to
fun
do.
is badass.
Okay,
I
so
wanna-
Blade 1.
Wait, yo, you forgot about that Dolph Lundgren Punisher, dog.
Oh shit.
Well, I was
Like,
kind of keeping
Made
that
in
stuff.
like 85 or some shit.
Hold on, here. You want that?
That was a
I-
secret menu item, dog.
I was
Secret
keeping
menu
that for the
item, dog.
end. I didn't ever watch.
Oh, I don't remember this
Because
movie
it's
at all.
got Dolph in it, I'm going A or B. I've never seen it.
I remember thinking
Dolph's
it
in
was
it,
sick.
I'm going
I was
A
a
or
little
B.
kid.
Only it's probably honestly an E, but
I'll give it a C right now, just because I
It's
don't
got
remember.
Dolph in it,
Yeah.
man.
Look at that look though.
He
that
dies.
that
He
looks
dies,
like the
dude.
Punisher.
Come on.
That does look like the
Yeah.
Punisher, and the
I'm
logo
going-
is the Punisher logo. They never
is.
done that for a Punisher movie.
I've never seen this. I've never seen this one, but that's so. What do we think just on looks alone?
Looks alone, you're getting a B for me. Sorry. It's
yes.
Dolph, man. It's Dolph.
Why not?
It's fucking
Fuck it, we'll
Dolph,
throw it in
man.
B. I need
Is
to
it
watch
brutal though? It has to be brutal. If
Yeah.
it's not brutal, then it's not a
it.
Punisher
Here, if
movie.
we're doing
Well, it was
old,
the 80s, dog.
if we're doing old, we got to go ahead and knock out the original Captain America movie.
Captain America.
Oh
Remember
shit!
this movie. I
I've
used to
only
watch it as a kid all the time.
I've only seen clips of it,
Not
and it
say
looks
that I've seen it.
it looks
It
terrible.
looks terrible.
Oh, it's horrible,
Yes.
but I used to watch it like when I was like 7 years old or some shit.
Well, it can't be worse than Dark Phoenix.
It's gotta get an E.
It's got to get an E, yeah,
We're
dude.
throwing
No,
this bitch-
I'll go E with this. Yeah, we'll go E. Dark Phoenix was garbage.
X3
I wanted
and
I
Dark
wanted to come
Phoenix.
in here and troll about. I wanted to troll Mike about it so hard, but I couldn't say it with a straight fucking face because it's
Dude,
so.
I
bad.
would, if Dark Phoenix and X3 was a person, I would human shield that bitch like so much, dude. I'd be like, "Leave me.
Oh.
Kill these.
Dude. one of the
S-
best movies
S tier.
ever.
Yeah,
S
Blade,
tier,
So good.
no questions,
no
asked,
questions
dude. No
whatsoever.
questions.
That's A.
Blade, motherfucking
Blade and Blade
S
2.
tier. And
Yeah.
guess what?
Blade
Cue the
two.
rain from the ceiling. Let's go. Cue
Argu-
the EDM.
Dude, it arguably started the like trend for superhero movies. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
arguably started it. I think it's an S. Are we
Wesley
giving it an
Snipes was
S?
such a bad dude. It's an S, dude.
Oh, yeah,
There's no question.
S tier.
It's a
Yeah,
S.
absolutely. Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Damn, dude.
Blade 2.
I'm going
Blade
Blade
two
2. I'm,
is
I'm
also
S.
I think
I'm an S or an A.
A
S
or
an
B.
Yeah.
A or B
I'll
for
say
me.
A. I'll say
Okay,
A.
we'll go A. We'll
it,
go
has,
A.
it can't be any lower than A.
Yeah.
I loved Blade 2. I
Direct-
actually
yeah.
hold on,
Yeah.
let me see.
Directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah,
Dude,
and then you got
I
the
love Guillermo del Toro
jaw,
so much.
the little
Yes.
jaws would
Yeah.
open up.
the drug
yeah.
addict
Yeah.
vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
so
so
good.
sick.
We'll
Okay.
go A. I'll go A on this for sure.
A is good. I'm
Yeah.
okay with A.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
but then we get to the
Dude, I like
Thank
Trinity so much. Dude, Jessica Biel.
I know,
Jessica
man.
Biel, come on.
But she couldn't
Okay,
save it.
I will say this. I did not realize until Deadpool and Wolverine that Wade Wilson, or Ryan Reynolds' character in Blade 3 was Wade Wilson.
It's not. It's
It is. He's Wade Wilson.
No, I think I read something different the other day after you said that. but I did- I forgot about it.
He's a character from the Blade series. It's a character from the Blade series, but that's not how he is in the comic books.
No, because they were doing an interview and it said Ryan Reynolds and under it said Wade Wilson.
Let's
But
see.
that was from the X-Men Origins Wolverine. That's
Oh,
whenever they.
I thought it was from Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
his
no.
name is Hannibal King.
Hannibal
and-
Key. Yeah, and like
Yeah.
he's not. He doesn't do any martial arts in the comic
Yeah.
books. He's just kind of like
But he's got the two swords.
he does in this, and that's
And Deadpool swords.
Yeah.
that's what's so confusing about
They
this.
wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, he should have.
All right, well,
he should have been Wade
my bad.
Wilson in this for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh,
this
dude.
it doesn't matter. This movie's an E or an F.
E. You know what? E or F.
Not worse than Dark Phoenix. I tell you that much.
You're right.
Okay, we're gonna go E. We'll go E. I liked this one just because I'm a softie for Jessica Biel, dog.
I mean, she's a
Ryan
baddie for
Reynolds
sure,
too,
but
yeah. but
You
they
know,
just didn't have,
baddies don't always save.
they didn't have much to work with. You know what I mean?
movies.
Yeah, and then fucking Wesley Snipes being a fucking jackass, not opening his eyes in a
And
scene
they
because he's
they
being a
fucked up
crybaby.
Dracula.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was being. I heard he was being a little bitch at that time.
Like having Dracula as the boss, like the final boss, is so badass, and they just made it lame. Like it wasn't
Fumbled
cool
it.
at
They
all.
fumbled it so hard.
Yeah.
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 All right, Ghost
But you know
Rider.
what?
It's F for me. Just put the second one on there too.
Whoa,
But Ava
second
Mendes,
one.
settle down.
Dude, you cannot know.
Ava
Don't you?
Mendes.
You know how much I love Eva Mendes, dog. You know how much I love Eva Mendes.
You were just talking about Jessica Biel saving it.
That's what I'm saying.
I know, and he know. But this
I'm
movie, I could. He's trying to get me with my own move. Is what he's doing.
You'll taste your own medicine, dog.
Yeah.
Just like
Hit you with your own pimp. Hit you with your own pimp.
dude, I'm sorry, but these were so bad. I love Eva Mendes.
Yeah. Oh,
so
they're
much.
terrible. These movies are terrible.
I
This
would-
was so bad.
I would rather.
I'm not gonna say F, but I'll go E on this for sure.
I would definitely put this over watching I put it in B. Everything Under C. I would rather watch this movie rather than Everything Under C.
Oh, I can't give it a C, dude.
I would say
love
B, but
Nicolas
we'll-
Cage. I love
Yeah.
Nick Cage, but I can't do that. I'm sorry.
I
will
can't
go
stand
E.
Nicolas Cage.
I remember thinking completely neutral. I was just like, well, I still want to kill myself, but I don't like this didn't
I don't
you
want to
know,
do it right now.
Yeah, like this didn't affect that in any way, but it didn't make me want to live. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
It's- yeah,
I
I'm
kind
gonna-
of want
I-
to give
I
it
have
an
to go
E because if you drink OE while you watch these movies in the E tier, it might make them better. You
I
what
know
mean?
we gave Blade E, but I don't think it's worse than Blade 3.
Why
think
why
that's
couldn't we
true.
why couldn't we have just had Ava Mendes and Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider?
Dude, I'll
Yeah,
fucking-
That would have been a fucking
dude.
movie,
I'll
dude.
fucking-
Damn.
Hell yeah. Or Will Ferrell.
So me and Fuzz said E. What did you say?
I think
for that?
E's fine.
What about
said-
you, Joey?
Man, I said B. Mine's way up here. Y'all are way down here. Can we settle on D?
Well, let's settle on D.
I'll give you
because
D. I'll
Origins-
settle D.
Okay.
Origins
All right, we'll
is a
do D.
stinker,
We'll do
I
D.
so,
just
yeah.
I think Blade Trinity is better than Ghost Rider.
See, I don't see
I'll
that.
say
I
that.
don't.
Ooh.
That's what. Okay. Would you rather watch Blade Trinity or Ghost Rider right now?
Blade Trinity.
Blade Trinity.
Oh,
Blade
Blade Trinity.
oh, y'all are all haters. Okay, look, you know what? Since y'all said that, I think we can put it on E.
We might need to switch them. We might need to switch them.
That's fair. Okay. No,
Do we put Blade Trinity on D?
I'm just
Goddamn.
saying because like
I
for
misread the
me,
room.
those movies hurt my heart. They really did because I was stoked on Ghost Rider, and then it was just like
Look, this one you can tear apart. I don't care about this.
That's
one.
an F. That's an F,
it's
dog.
F. That was
That's a
so they
straight
should have
F.
never made it. That
Can
was
we
one
do
of
a
those
G?
ones- It's like
Wait a
like
minute,
a-
guys. It can't be worse than Dark Phoenix.
Dude, it's
It's
that bad.
so
Yes, it is.
It's
I would
unwatchable.
watch Dark Phoenix over this
Ghost
movie.
Rider 2 is like a band's last album on a record deal. Like,
Yes.
it's so
they're
bad.
like,
They just
"We're
don't
just
want to
trying to
be on
get
that
outta here."
label anymore, so they just drop it. That's what that movie is. It is so bad.
Okay.
Can't do it.
Gross.
Did y'all ever watch
Never
Man
saw
Thing?
Yeah.
The fuck is
No.
this?
It
No.
is.
Oh, I
Never
remember.
saw it.
I remember seeing it, but I don't. It was too young. I was too young
Dude,
to
I'm gonna
remember.
go ahead and tell you, it's unwatchable. I tried to watch. It's a horror movie, and it's just fucking unwatchable. I own it on DVD, and I can't. I've never finished it because it's that bad. It's like a bad B movie. So we're just throwing it in F. Just so it's
Throw
it's
it in F. Don't even.
It's a little honorable
Let's-
mention.
Hey, let's get to some fucking Daredevil. Dog.
Oh, that's what I had.
Spider-Man,
pulled up next.
homeboy.
Daredevil. Where do you? How do you
I-
feel about Daredevil?
I liked this movie.
I did
I like-
too.
So did I. I did too. And the main reason is because I love Jennifer Garner. Dude, I love Jennifer.
Well, it's like this.
I liked
all
Ben
the-
Affleck in it.
Yeah.
Thought he did a great job.
I think that all the same things I think about Fantastic Four, I think about this movie. Like it's like for its time, it was pretty fucking cool. It had a good cast. There's just some problems, and it just
Oh, and fucking Colin Farrell is Bullseye. So
Bullseye
sick.
was
That's
sick in
cool.
this.
yeah.
And that final boss battle at the end.
But
Hold on.
But
Hey,
the only
That was
thing that I
sick.
don't like, about Bullseye is the Bullseye comics were like super brutal, and he
Yeah.
wasn't as brutal as I wanted him to.
Right.
Be.
I didn't like
yeah,
the target
it wasn't
on his
as
head,
dark as it could have been. Yeah.
He
When he-
killed someone with a fucking paperclip, didn't he?
which is super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super cool. Oh man, I can go C on this for sure. B or C.
B
It
or
could've-
C.
It
B
could
or
have been
C.
darker for sure.
I feel good with B or C. I
I,
know.
would say
I thought
C
it was
because-
great because I think Ben Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
know that?
Good reference.
I've been
Yeah.
holding on to, dude. I've been
Yeah,
holding
you
on
know
to
that's
that
right,
this
brother.
whole time. I've been
You know that's
holding
right,
on to
brother.
that this whole time.
We're gonna have to do a Kevin
I think-
Smith tier
I think
one
it.
day.
I think it's a good. I think it's a solid C for sure.
I'll go C. I'm cool with C.
I think it's a fun watch, but it's not a great movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
love to see Ben Affleck as a superhero again at some point.
He was
Like,
Batman, dude.
and that sucked, dude. Let's not even get into that. That was so bad. Let's not.
I mean, he
even
was
get into
fine as Batman. He was fine as
He was
Batman.
fine.
He was
He
fine.
wasn't terrible.
Like
He
that.
was
I don't
jacked.
like.
He got pretty jacked for those roles.
Oh, that was the suit. Continue. Love Jennifer Garner, but it's,
Uh,
let's say D or E.
The contract obligated movie.
I'm gonna go D or E, man.
It's bad. E or F.
Yeah.
E or F.
I
For
can't
sure.
go F. I can't go F. I'll go E.
Yeah, I
The
don't think
lowest
it
I'll
can
go
be
is E.
F because
I don't even remember
There's-
what happens in this. movie.
Exactly.
I know
Jennifer
I've
Garner,
watched
dog.
it,
Jennifer
but
Garner.
I don't remember anything that happens.
I mean, there's nothing worse than Dark Phoenix. So
I know that's what I'm basing this all on now.
Yeah.
Ever since you
It's got to
said
be
that, I was
truly
like,
terrible to be in that.
It's like, okay, he's right because Dark Phoenix was trash.
Yeah.
yeah, or X3. You know, like it just doesn't get worse than those fucking movies, really.
All right, let's do it. What's next?
Shit.
S
Spider-Man.
tier, baby.
Yes,
S tier, baby.
Dude,
This was one of my favorite movies of all time.
So
For the
I,
good.
and it came out. If I'm not mistaken, it either came out right on or right after my birthday because that's when all these awesome movies came out. Was right around my birthday.
May 3rd is what the poster
Um,
says right there. I think.
My birthday's
Hell
May
yeah.
4th.
May
Ah,
4th, baby.
yeah.
Birthday's May 4th, baby. So went and saw this on my birthday. This is honestly an S. I might go A, but this is an S for me, dude.
Yeah.
Toby's my dog.
I think
you
Tobey
know
Maguire.
that.
I think Tobey Maguire's perfect casting.
yep.
Dude,
Willem
Kirsten
Dafoe.
Dunst, dog. Willem
Come on,
Dafoe,
Well, I have to
Kirsten
say,
Dunst.
though, like a lot of people disagreed.
Kirsten Dunst's great.
A lot of people disagreed with like the Tobey Maguire casting, but you have to
Oh.
realize that,
Well, they're
that-
wrong.
that Peter Parker is
He was
a
he was a
nerd.
goob.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
He's a
He's
nerd.
like it's hard for him to get chicks.
Yeah.
It's hard for him to like fit in, and Tobey Maguire captures that perfect.
Absolutely.
and he's got that little lisp to
100%.
make him a little, just like, oh,
The
he's just-
ugly cries. Oh my god!
he
I
was-
know- every time
he
he
was-
ugly cries, I almost ugly cried too.
The only
Same.
the- my only problem with this movie is we didn't get young Peter Parker as much. Like he gets it, he's in high school, and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm moving out. It's Thanksgiving, and
Right. But that's
True.
how the pace of movies back then. You had to kind of like knock it out.
Yeah.
When it comes to origin.
It was like young adult Spider-Man.
Right.
and they weren't making super long movies like this. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't making 3-hour Marvel movies back
Right.
then, like Endgame and
Right.
stuff. It was like, hey, let's keep the people interested. I'm
Yeah.
going S or A.
I-
But
I
they
think
nailed it.
S.
They nailed it. though.
S
S,
from
S for sure.
love it. I'm good with it.
Yeah, and Sam Raimi directing.
Yeah, and
Can't be.
Willem Dafoe. You got to bring
Willem
that
Dafoe
up. too.
crushed
Yeah.
it in that.
Yeah.
This is a S or an A for me.
S
too.
or an A. I love this one as
It's an
well.
S or an A for me.
S. Baby.
I think it's an S plus.
Yeah,
honestly.
this
this
one-
was a
this
step
one-
up.
This one is the
this
best.
was the
It's a step
this was
up.
better. Yeah, this is the best one for sure.
This is the best Spider-Man movie
Man.
to ever exist.
You know,
in my opinion.
I hate having this argument, but like I think the first one, William Dafoe, and the way that they did the Green Goblin, I think it's better than this one just because it's a kind of a different take. It's kind of almost like an Iron Man battle suit kind of thing. I like the first one so much, but this one with Doc Ock is so fucking good. Doc Ock,
Well,
The
Mhm.
whole thing
what-
with Doc
so
Ock
what-
is wonderful.
What makes this one the most Spider-Man movie of all the Spider-Man movies too is you
Upside down
literally
kiss.
you get to see how much it sucks to try and have a normal life while you're being Spider-Man.
you're right.
Like,
That's a good
it
point.
sucks- like it literally
Don't-
sucks so bad he loses his fucking powers because he's so stressed all the time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Don't
and then
talk
he
about
has-
that enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That-
truthfully, like they don't talk
Yeah.
about it enough.
Yeah, and that's why, like, for a while, the Tom Holland Peter Parker is like he doesn't have tragedy. He doesn't have, like he's just doing some shit with Tony Stark all the time.
They fucking caught him up though on Tragedy.
They
Yeah,
did.
they did.
They
They
did.
needed to though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
They needed to.
He needed it.
I think that well, we can't. We're not talking about that.
Uh,
All right.
Yeah, and then they just bombed it.
See,
Well, it's Sony.
See.
Sony did it. Sony is the one that demanded a lot of changes.
Was this
Could have
was
been
this
so badass.
Was this
It could've
Topher
been-
Grace? This was Topher Grace.
Yeah.
Is Venom,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
I love Topher Grace. That 70s show, my favorite show of all time. But he was so bad in this movie. And then we get the scene kid Peter Parker with the swoop, and the eyeliner.
the jazz.
Going-
Although we do get the best memes from this movie.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
All the
We
good
do.
Spider-Man memes are from this movie.
That
A little
and
dirt in your eye.
them kind of doing a retcon on like who killed Uncle Ben, and it's like, oh, now Sandman is responsible. Kind of like
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
It was
I'm-
just
I'm-
they tried to do too much and they didn't nail any of it.
that's
I'm
the
gonna go
problem.
D or E.
There's so much. You've got Harry doing the hobgoblin kind of thing. You have Sandman. You have Venom. You have like
Black Suit Spider-Man.
It's too much.
Gwen Stacy's finally introduced for the first time.
So
Like
in
it's
this
too much.
one, Sony demanded that Venom be put into this movie. Sam Raimi said, "Nah, dog. The whole thing is written. We're doing Doc Ock, right?" And so they were like, "Nah. If you don't put Venom in this movie, we've already cast someone to be him. If you don't put him in this movie, we're shelving the movie. We're just totally getting rid of it. Like it's not gonna come out." So Sam Raimi had to, he had to agree, to fix all
Would've
this
just
stuff.
said
and
no because it
yeah.
sucked.
Yeah. So that's why there was never a part 4 because they already had plans for that. And he said, Sam Raimi said, if we do part 4, we're doing it my way. And the studio said, nope.
Nope.
So,
Doesn't it leave on a
make-
real sour note with him and MJ at the end? It's just like, oh, well, that sucks.
yeah, it's like he was a woman beater and then he went to apologize and they ended it right there. And it was like, all right, I guess
I'm going C or D.
I think
I say
C.
D. I think D.
I'll give it a C. I'm a C kind of
I'm a
because
C on this one too.
I still enjoy this movie.
I-
honestly.
I do too.
I just have
You know,
problems with it.
oh damn it! I would rather watch Wolverine Origins than this, though.
I think it's a D level movie. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go D. I'm changing my vote to D.
I
I'm
don't
going
feel
D.
like, but compared to Wolverine Origins, though, you really think that you put them on the same level of awful?
Yeah.
I'm
I
putting
think it
them-
was very bad.
Toby got me. They got me convinced. I'm a D, dude.
I just think
Matt
I'd rather
of my
watch
life.
Wolverine,
All right.
and so I think it falls on the same.
Okay, all right, I'm outvoted.
It
Well,
sucks, doesn't it? It
Wolverine's-
sucks, doesn't it?
Wolverine's a stinker, though, to me. Stinky stinker.
Stinky stinker.
All right, well, since we're talking about Spider-Man stuff, Venom.
Ooh.
Oh. I kind of
love
like
Tom Hardy. I
I
love
kind of
Tom
like the
Hardy.
first one.
Dude, it's
It's got-
fun.
Got that Dawson's Rivers kid in there too. What's her name?
Like, it's like
Nobody.
fun. It's like fun in a way where, like, if you drank a 40 and your buddy
Yeah.
drove you to like a Western bar, and you're like, "This is fun, I guess. I'm drunk," and like, but like,
I think
as a
it's-
coherent comic book story, like, it never had a chance, dude.
No.
But
Oh,
No.
dude.
the only thing they
Missed
had was Tom
opportunity.
Hardy acting his ass off. And
Yes.
Dude,
that-
Tom Hardy saved the movie from being an F. I'll say
exactly. He's the one who
See.
made it into a franchise.
I think it's a C.
I'll-
Fair. That's fair.
I
Go
think
C.
it's
I'll
I'm
give
cool with
it-
that.
Venom and Eddie arguing is absolutely fun.
It is hilarious.
Yes, anything.
Some really fun parts in this
Okay.
movie, and
I'll
like,
give it a C
C
because
is where I'm at.
it's not stinky like Wolverine.
that is Tom Hardy acting with himself. So
Right, exactly.
He is saving the
Yeah,
movie.
he literally. If they didn't have him, this Sony would have handed over Spider-Man a long time ago because they would have made no money.
Yeah.
No money.
Okay. Now this one was
Look,
not good.
look.
This one is worse. Yeah,
I'm not gonna be mad at you guys for giving this one really low, but I still had fun with it because I like Woody Harrelson, even though this was a shit movie. Everything about it was terrible.
stinker.
Was it Scream
you
that was
think-
in it? Scream was the chick.
yeah.
But you think if you have Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson going
be
head to
better.
head, it's gonna be a banger, and it's not. It's
Not
a
a
fucking
banger.
hot pile of garbage.
Yeah,
I'm not having fun, man.
I'm going D. I don't know about an E, but I'm going I'm D for sure.
Right.
It's a D. Yeah.
I'll give it a. I'm gonna give it an E
It could be an E
because it's
honestly.
not as bad as X3 and Dark Phoenix,
I'll
but it is
put
pretty bad.
I'll put it at E because I'd rather watch Ghost Rider, and Ghost Rider's on E. So like that I think that's equal.
Sorry, Toby.
Yeah.
I know. Ghost Rider shouldn't be there.
So bad.
We're,
It's so
we're
bad.
sorry, Toby. We're sorry, little Tobes.
Here, let's knock this one out and ruin this universe. Morbius.
Or excuse me, F. That's an F. I don't even.
I've
care.
never seen it.
I think it's,
It's
an E.
so
too.
bad.
I think it's
What?
an E level.
What?
I'm not. No, I'm going F.
This shouldn't have been.
Buzz, you hate Jared Leto more than the normal
I
person.
hate Jared Leto so fucking much.
But you own all the
There
30
is that,
Second
yeah.
Smart discography on
I
vinyl.
don't-
It could have been. That's the problem with these movies. Is like they were so close to being cool as shit, and then
Just a couple things could have made it
so
awesome.
close to being cool, and they fucked it up.
Yeah.
It really,
I'm going F.
this really could have been a cool movie. I just don't know.
sure.
I don't know what they could have done to fix it. Like the first half of it's not too
Not
bad.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto wasn't terrible with what he did. Like with what the
Neither
story
is
was.
30 Seconds to Mars, but he has a cult. Whatever.
He does have a cold. Where do you guys think? I think F.
Isn't Matt Smith
His
in that
acting
movie too?
performance was fine. He's a great actor, but
Yeah, he is because Fight Club was tight, but that movie sucked dick. I'm say F.
Morbius.
well, I know I'm not saying it's going to get any higher than E.
Well,
I'm just saying
it's also hard not to
it
think
may not
about
be an F. But
if you had MCU Spider-Man versus Morbius in that world, it could be so fucking cool. So it makes it
Could be
even
cool.
Yeah.
It makes it more bad.
Could
you know,
be.
what I mean? More bad, more bass,
more bad.
Morbius.
Uh-uh.
All right, okay.
This is controversial. I think. I think
Yeah,
this
this
one's.
is controversial.
I think these movies don't get enough credit.
Oh, you're
I
wrong.
think the opposite. I think
No,
the
I'm not.
exact opposite.
I think they're terrible.
I think they're awful.
I don't like them
think
either.
that-
All right.
I think that part one is literally them relying on Gwen and
Andy
fucking-
Garfield.
and Andy Garfield to fucking
Andy Garfield's
fill
the
up
man.
time. Yeah, and he's a good actor.
I think he
and
makes a fun. He's like
No,
he
don't you
shows a
dare!
different side of Spider-Man.
Don't
It's
you
just-
dare say that he's a good
to
Spider-Man.
me- To me, it's disrespectful to the character.
It is.
to do your movie like this. When it comes to Gwen and Peter's fucking relationship, that's fine.
Perfect.
But everything around it, the suit's awful. He's a fucking basketball. Like there's
He's too
there's
cool.
thing.
He fucking
Yeah,
skateboards.
he's way too cool.
Why
he
does
fucking skateboards?
motherfucker's way too cool?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be getting pushed into the lockers and being a douchebag.
And
Yeah.
this one, I agree with that because I feel the same way about Aunt May in Tom Holland's Spider-Man. She's too hot. Aunt May's not supposed
Yeah.
to be
She
hot.
is fucking hot.
Right.
That is
yeah,
true.
So
Yeah.
But
that's a
isn't-
big,
but
that's a
also
big
isn't-
fuss for me. All right, Rabbit, go ahead.
Isn't part of Spider-Man, not Peter Parker, isn't
Okay.
part of Spider-Man's persona that he's quippy?
He is
Yeah.
good at Spider-Man.
And Andrew Garfield portrays that better than any other Spider-Man. Maybe Tom Holland, you could argue Tom Holland, but his like quippiness and like when he's being Spider-Man.
Right.
but the problem
He
that's
might be too cool
that's
as Peter
He's
Parker.
not
but-
cool as Peter. He can't be cool as Peter Parker.
right. That's half the problem of this movie is that he's a cool Peter Parker and a cool Spider-Man. Like you can't be both. Like that's
You don't
that's
get both.
Yeah.
that's the thing with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And he's so loved as Spider-Man. Everyone loves him except J. Jonah Jameson. And like he's so hated as Peter Parker. Like everyone thinks he's a fucking loser and that he's, worthless. And that's supposed to be how he is. He's not a fucking cool dude doing fucking skateboarding tricks, fucker.
But he's got-
damn Toby. That's
Yeah.
how you really feel.
I think the
brother.
reason they made him skateboard is because he has superpowers and he's using those superpowers to be cool at skateboarding, but he's trying to still hide the fact that he's Spider-Man.
Do
Like
it.
Not nerdy enough.
Do it.
I
Do
just
it.
think all of that aside, this to have this come after Sam Raimi's little trilogy, it was disrespect. And the story was awful to me. It was
Lizard
very-
was cool. It was cool
I
seeing
thought it was
Lizard.
cool.
I think he was
Yeah, but-
coolish, but
Yeah,
like
it could have been better. I mean that. Whatever. I don't like.
I'm
this
gonna say
one.
B
I
or
don't like
C.
either of them.
I don't absolutely
I'm gonna
hate
say
this.
I'm gonna say D.
I was thinking D myself. love thinking about D. You know.
I'm just gonna go on record. I think it's a B, but y'all do your thing.
Okay, so look, I said B or C. They both said D. Let's throw it in C because that's kind of cutting it in the middle
Okay.
between all of our votes.
Enough.
I think
C is fine with me.
I don't
C is
hate-
fine with me.
C's fine with me too.
I don't hate half of the movie, but
It's a C because of Andy Garfield or whatever. Isn't that his name?
yeah, Andrew
I just
Garfield.
the last time I watched it, I just remember so many scenes being so empty, and it's almost like they relied on Emma and
This is so.
Andrew.
I hate this one much.
this one. The suit looks better.
Yeah.
It's arguably
It's a little bit
the
more
best
depressing
Spider-Man
too.
suit.
Movie's
But
a little bit more
it's
depressing.
comic accurate, almost comic accurate because it's Green Goblin
Yeah.
that drops Gwen Stacy. But it was nice to see
Yeah.
them do a nod, a real good nod to the comics, and be like, "Hey, sometimes being a superhero sucks." And I think this one's better than the last one because of that. Like they give some real stakes to things.
Right.
And it's kind of a shame that we didn't get a third one to see how this trilogy would have wrapped up with the Green Goblin, to see what happened with Peter Parker's family and stuff, because we started getting some weird hints about stuff. This one gave so many little seeds of stuff, and then just we never got a third one, so we don't know what would have happened with all that. Electro was cool. I think they did him better when they brought him into the MCU Far From Home movie, because they gave him the kind of, for a second, gave him the mask, and they gave him yellow lightning and stuff. But Electro was fun. He was nerdy. He got bit by eels. That was kind of weird.
Electric, yes.
Yeah.
It's very,
But, like,
very interesting.
I think
Yeah,
this
that's
one's
all it takes is electric eels.
and it
I'ma
makes
go,
you, and it makes you
Let's
hot.
go.
Remember, he's got buck teeth and stuff, and he's ugly, and then he gets bit by
made him
eels.
hot, yeah.
And he's fucking a stud.
Damn rabbit, let's do it, dude.
For some
I'm starting to
reason,
electrocute myself and see what happens.
for some reason, I did like this one better than the first one, and I think it was
Yeah.
because I was going through a breakup at the time, and then Gwen died at the end, and I was like, "Shit, this is like metaphorically for my person dying." You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
dude.
Yeah, I definitely felt that scene when
Yeah.
she gets.
Dude.
I
No,
think it's
that's
a
what I'm saying.
B.
That scene was sad, dude. That
It's
was
hard.
The movie was sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love me some Emma
I will
Stone, too.
say,
And it was a
I
little
like that.
darker than the first one.
I'll
Yeah.
say C.
Oh, see, okay.
I'll go C. Go C. Well, I could go B.
Well, the other Spider-Man's on C, so I'll give it a B just because
I would
liked it
rather,
a little.
I would rather watch this one than the first one. I would go B on this one.
Yeah, I think it's a solid B for
Okay.
sure.
Cool.
Because it's weird because the reviews say the opposite.
Yeah.
Like if you pay attention to the internet, like everybody hated the second one and liked the first one, which is
I like the second one.
Oof.
ooh, this is the one with
Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. This one's
Well,
fun.
you're gonna hate on Andy,
but this one
Okay,
suffers
you're gonna
from
shit on Spider-Man. I'm gonna shit
this
on
one
the Hulk,
suffers
dog.
from Galactus shit. You know, like it's like, oh, let's give him another big bad, and it's like a cloud or some shit, right? You know, towards
Dude,
the
it
end,
just
isn't that what happened?
And I watched this movie once in a movie theater. Will not
It's
discuss
just-
what happened in that movie theater. That movie sucked.
I think it's hard to get past the CG. It's
That's
really
true.
hard to
That's
get past
So
that.
bad.
But the
So
comic
bad.
book panels, when it changes scenes, it's
Oh,
it's like a
shit.
fucking it's
It
like
did
you're
do that.
reading a comic. It's so fun. It's like a what if tale of Hulk, because he was injected when he was younger by his fucking crazy father, and he's
Yeah.
radiated. So like it's a what if almost of the Hulk, and I
I was gonna
love
say
it.
that's not even. Yeah.
I love it because of that, because they changed his origin. Like, yeah, it's the radioactive bullshit, the gamma
Yeah, but
rays.
isn't that why we don't like all the X-Men movies? Is because they're changing the origins of everything.
I can't
Like,
explain it.
and now you
Rabbit.
like it?
I
Like
can't
what?
explain it. It's good.
Yeah,
Shut your mouth,
I know.
rabbit.
I'm just gonna.
you don't
I'm gonna
talk to
come out.
Toby like that.
I'm just gonna.
Hey,
say
he shit on Andrew Garfield. I'm gonna
I
shit on
did.
the
I
Hulk.
did shit.
because of the ending in this one. It was just like it feels. The last like 20 minutes are just like, what happened?
I get
like,
that.
Can I Google what happened?
Like-
you know what I mean? Like,
Is this the one with the big ugly dogs and shit?
Yes,
or
this
that
is the one where he
next one?
keeps growing for some reason, and he's just
Okay,
fucking
yeah.
huge.
It's like Godzilla. It's basically a Godzilla movie.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a C. It's a C in
I'll
my heart.
say-
I know
I'll
it's a
say
C.
Go
D.
C.
It's a
I can go
D.
C.
I'll
dog.
say D.
D.
Yeah.
I see. I'm with Toby. I can go C.
I think it's even worse. I
Okay,
think
so
it's-
let's see what's on D.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time.
You know what? I still would rather watch new Wolverine Origins than this.
Oh, I'm going
Ooh.
D. I'm going D,
Then,
man.
then let's move it down.
Yeah, I'll go D.
down on further.
Are we putting on D?
Honestly, I think this is Dark Phoenix level. I'm sorry. I'm just.
You're
Oh
an
shit!
ass.
You know
it's
what?
going down.
I
You
think
know
this
what?
is Dark
Let's
Phoenix
go E,
level,
then.
dude.
Oh,
Let's move it down one.
I can talk. I can get on that. I can get on board with that because it was
All right.
not good, man.
y'all are going
It's kind of-
E?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
let's
go.
go
Oh,
E,
I got
Toby's.
outvoted so bad on that one.
Drop it down.
I see Toby. I was at a D, and then it was just like no.
They kept talking. You guys need to shut the fuck up. All right, Deadpool, the first one.
Da-da-da, S,
S.
baby.
That's S. I don't even need to discuss
S
it.
tier,
That's
man.
an
S.
S.
If you know, you know.
It's
So good.
S tier, bro.
I just rewatched all these too.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did?
Dude, same,
Nice.
same.
They're
See,
all
here's-
incredible
here's
in their
here's
own
where I
way.
was torn.
Yeah. I'll
Going
say
A on
two.
this one.
I'll go A with this one too.
Really?
I'll go
Really?
A because
S tier.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't feel like Cable was done enough justice in this.
That's
movie.
true.
okay.
I'll agree. Domino and Cable.
Also X Force.
X-Force.
I don't feel.
Yeah.
I don't feel like
It
they
was
were-
like
It's so funny though.
It's so funny,
So
but
good.
also,
That's what-
but you're at the
Todd?
same time.
It's so Deadpool.
Yeah, you're
Shatterstar?
also like,
We get-
I want those characters around. You know what I mean? Which
Me
we
too.
still,
Me too.
got.
Yeah,
we got
them.
we still got Peter.
yeah.
Dude,
Well, Shatterstar is in
Shatterstar,
part 3
yeah.
also.
We got a
He's in
common
the-
accurate
Spoiler.
Juggernaut.
Oh, that's true
Yeah,
too.
Juggernaut was
He's
badass.
So good. Just like, but they still did him dirty because his scenes weren't long enough. I was so stoked that Juggernaut was going to be in this, and then he
Right.
dies by getting a cable
Yeah.
shoved up his ass. Like, come on.
So A.
Giant CGI
give it a-
fight coming up.
Yeah. I'll give it an
I
A.
love this movie. I
I
would
still
go
love
A, but it is
All
not
right,
S.
I can agree
love
with
this
A.
movie.
Yeah.
I can agree with A.
I'll let it. A is fine. A is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with A.
This is a S.
This is
I
S
thought
plus,
this movie-
S
Yeah,
plus.
this is
Dude,
S
I thought
plus.
this
like
movie
Spider-Man
was
2. It's S plus.
one of the best movies I've ever watched, and I loved every second of it.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself here.
You just
My
make sure
name
they
is-
remember
he's-
what happened here
he's-
today.
It's his new. My name is Yef. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all that is. That
Almost
meme
like
is
I
so
made a
great.
name.
You're
I'm
making
not
a
gonna
name
name.
for myself.
My name is Yef.
So that's
Dude,
easily an S.
I rarely see movies twice in the theaters, and I saw this twice. In the
My kid saw this twice, and he wanted to go see it
Yeah.
a third time. He saw it with his mom and stuff, and was like, "I'd go
So
watch
good.
it again with you," because we went and watch it for his second time, and he was like, "I'd go watch it again if you want." And I was like, "Nah, I'm good right
It is-
now."
It's pretty
So good.
high rewatch value, honestly.
Oh shit!
So,
So the first Marvel movie. Have
Howard
you
the
ever
Duck.
seen Howard the Duck?
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's-
Kind of. I think I've seen it like on
I
the
did
TV
not understand
edited
it.
version.
It's-
but-
Didn't he bang that chick?
Yes, he certainly did. He banged a
I'm
kid.
sure.
totally
I think
did.
Howard Duck bangs. Yeah.
He
fucked.
ducked her for sure.
This is the last
He
one,
ducked her.
also. So I just
Last one.
I
Alright.
figured the first one
Alright.
we saved for last.
Ducked her, dude. He did. You know, he ducked the shit out of her, dude. You know he did.
Hey, this was
with a little feather, dude.
I would
like-
say,
I-
just for nostalgia factor, it's probably got like a B.
okay.
I'll go-
I'll give it
I'll
a
go-
C.
I'll go C. I
C.
like C.
Yeah, I
It
can
was a
see
cool movie.
It was a good movie. Yeah.
C or B because of the it's is this one done by the Henson Company or whatever it's called, the Muppet people
Oh, yeah.
Jim Henson's Workshop.
workshop?
so.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think it's done by the same people, and it's just it's fun 80s. It's 80s. It's a fucking like 80s early 90s movie.
About as 80s as you can get. to be
Yeah.
honest.
That's true.
I think B or C. What are we going with?
I'm gonna go C. I'm gonna
I'll
go
go
C.
C.
C is fine.
C
Yeah,
is
C's fine.
perfectly fine. I don't mind putting Howard the Duck.
It's
So
not a bad movie, but it's not like my favorite movie.
Hell yeah.
that is
That-
our
It's a good
That
list.
concludes
boys.
it.
That
So
is
let's take a
it.
look at that S tier, bro. Good. Can you zoom in on that S tier, bro?
yeah, hold on. Let me get in there.
I need a screenshot of this before it's all said and done, though, too.
Let's see. So we got X2, X-Men Days of Future Past, Blade,
Yes.
Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Deadpool and Deadpool and Wolverine as our
It's a hell of a
favorite
fucking
movies.
list.
That's a hell of a
list.
that's a hell of a lineup of movie night, you know?
Yeah,
It really is.
that is a pretty stacked lineup. I think that the only thing that's like questionable in that whole lineup is X2, maybe
I think the other one, the X
Future Past.
Future Past, I think that's an A level.
Oh, dude, that one's fucking exciting, bro.
That one you thought change was coming with that one, man. I
Yeah,
was all about
that's
that
for
one.
It
sure.
felt like it.
And it's the only one, like I said, based on a real comic book. So it's like, wow, we have an adaptation. The rest of them are just like, we paid some homeless guy to write a script.
Yeah. And then
That's a good list, boys.
oh, it's not loading everything. There it is.
Yeah,
It's a
I
good
think
list.
it's pretty good.
And then our,
Because
our
definitely
least the least favorites.
favorite.
The X-Men The Last Stand, Dark
Yeah.
Phoenix, Ghost Rider, Spirits of Vengeance or whatever, Man-Thing, and Morbius. Fair. Very
I think
fair.
it fucking looks sick. Yeah,
I think
that's
the second Ghost Rider goes on there, or both Ghost Riders go on that list.
You're a hater. You're a fucking hater.
all right. Well, that
was good.
Yeah,
That was good.
Good
I
one,
like
boys. That's a good one. That's one of the best lists I had fun making that list.
Yeah, that was
It
good.
a good time.
Yeah, we just have to screenshot that and send it to us so we could boast about it on
Yeah.
the internet. Look at it. Look,
Just
we
get
hate
shit
things.
on.
Well, we love things too.
Yeah, we love things too. Or it's posting your humanity, you know. But all right, yeah, we've been on for a while today.
Yeah, this is one of our
Wow, I'm
longer
ready.
ones,
I
but
got to pee
Yeah.
so bad, dude.
Yeah, let's
wrap it up quick.
Yeah, let's wrap it up quick. You know, Toby, let them know about your podcast.
yes, I do the Secret Levels podcast. It's a retro video game review show where we go over one game per episode. We go over the history, the story, the gameplay, some fun facts, and we let you know, are they still worth playing? You can watch me stream these games at twitch.tv/Toby Von Doom. And then Fuzz and Rabbit.
Some nerd.
Guys, Rabbit now.
Rabbit?
Called
I'm the
Terminated.
vocalist.
Beat you. I beat you, dude. You're just trying to cut me off. I'm in the back all the
No.
time. Let me be up front for once.
It's all you, dog. All you.
I'm just kidding. Yo, Rabbit and I are in a band called Terminated. Check us out. We got 2 singles up on Spotify. Hopefully some new ones soon. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then I think we have a show next Saturday, Rabbit. Is that at 3 Links? Yeah. If you guys,
Links in Dallas.
anybody wants to go, hit us up. I think we're selling tickets. Come out and say what's up.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, hold on. I lost
Get
my
off
place.
of me, dude. It's awkward now. Jeez.
Sorry.
Hey guys, I'm Michael Martin, aka Rickshaw, and you've been nerding out with Rickshaw. And if you like all the stuff that you see here, you could go on to like all of our social medias and add us up, and we're gonna keep posting about what we're doing and what kind of videos we're releasing. And hopefully you like it. This was this one was a fun one because I personally love the X-Men. And I've watched all these movies hoping that they were gonna be good. I was in theaters for most of these motherfucking movies, so. But out of like 15 different movies, we got like 2 good X-Men movies and a bunch of cool Deadpool movies.
I'll take Deadpool over all those any day.
Spider-Man.
Dude, Deadpool 1 was more X-Men than any of the X-Men.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Dude.
But anyways, guys, thanks for checking it out. And if you have any suggestions on things you want us to cover, hit us up at nerdingoutwithrickshaw@gmail.com. And also check out my band Never Rest. We're a band from Austin. You could look us up on all those socials and add us and listen to the tunage. But yeah, let's skip the clip today. Let's just get that. Let's get out of here and go take pee-pees. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But yeah, it was fun. Everybody applaud yourselves.
Yay! We're good at stuff.
We didn't fight.
We
I'm
didn't
proud
argue
of
too
us for
much.
not
Yeah.
fighting
Yeah.
about it. I'm
That's
proud of
true.
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toby got a little amped up. I like it.
Yeah.
He did. I like Spicy Toby, dude. Spicy
Spicy
Toby's a good
Toby,
one,
yeah.
dude.
I just don't like when
There's
y'all are
spice
haters.
to 'em.
If y'all would just stop being haters.
I'll
If you
never
just like
stop-
everything that I like, we would be fine.
Nicolas
happy
Cage is
that-
not a Ghost Rider, Toby. I'm just fucking saying.
I'm pretty happy that Fuzz wasn't all about trolling me about X-Men movies the whole time.
I
Like, he
wanted
just-
to so bad, but it's so hard to like do it when they're that bad. Like when
Right.
we're not talking about them, if they just get brought up, I can like keep a straight face. But if we're gonna talk for 2.5 hours about it, nah, man, I can't do it.
Well, it's just funny to think about somebody. Imagine being someone who's like, man, I love that fucking what Wolverine was it that had Will I Am in it? That was the shit, bro. Remember the movie where they sewed up Deadpool's mouth? That was so good.
And
No,
you know what? Those
it
people
wasn't.
aren't our
It
friends.
wasn't.
So
It wasn't.
All right. Well, we'll see you later, nerds.